Oh yeah. Oh. It has been very hot in the desert. Welcome to the summertime, guys. Summertime live streams. What's up? What's up? What's good? How's everybody feeling? I've been enjoying the new nerdy content that has been coming out this season. This week in particular has been full of some hitters for me, and that's what I wanted to dedicate the stream to. I feel like I could rant about nerd universes for forever right now. I've been really going deep. So, what better an occasion to go deep on some of this nerd news than the Hangout? And I know it's kind of at a weird time on a Friday today, but hopefully you guys pile on in here. I didn't announce in the Discord either that I was going live, so my bad. I hope I just see you guys here in just a second. Boom, we're up in the Discord, by the way. Let's see, 2 days ago, Iman Vellani talks about her new role in Miss Marvel to Good Morning America. Miss Marvel, let me tell you, boom. Got the Google cast pulled up. It's really just showing photos of Iman Vellani. That's really the main, like the standout so far in episode 1. You know, I mean, it's just her origin story that we've seen so far. And it's great. It's great. It's geared toward a younger audience, which I was expecting and not offended by. And really enjoying it so far. But let's check this out. Let's see what she has to say. Let's burn a little happy grass if it's recreational in your state, and check out some news together.
We love our next guest already. She went from
Well, of course you do.
I did good. Went from Marvel superfan to superhero. Now the wait for Ms. Marvel is over. The Disney.
What is this dance track in the background? Good Morning America. Bam, bam, boy, it goes Miami quick.
Plus series based on a comic starring Iman Vellani is out now. And on the morning of her on-screen debut, well, she's right here with us in Times Square. Good morning. Good
I'm
morning.
going to hijack the beginning here. Tell everybody out there in America what you just told Michael Strahan.
You were like asking me if this is weird or anything, and I'm like, no, but breathing the same air as you guys is. The jarring thing.
Already an endearing answer from somebody who's making a really cutting character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in my opinion. That first episode's pretty good. I don't think it suffers from pacing issues. It's pretty John Hughes whip cracky. There's a lot of visual animation things going on, so there's a lot of narration from the character. It's very much in this character's head, in Miss Marvel's head, in Kamala Khan's mind. She narrates the series, and that's really interesting. That's kind of a break in form from like really what we could call traditional Marvel films now, and so it might be jarring to some people. I know there's going to be a lot of people who do not like it. They can't really take themselves to a younger age and enjoy like a John Hughes kind of vibe. But if you watch this series like a John Hughes film, it's really great. What up, Justin? You in the Discord? What up, bro? You watching any of this new nerdy stuff?
The thing is, it's like I'm meeting all my idols and everything and adding like legs to their faces or something. It's just like, well, those are supposed to be on my screen, and now we're like in touching distance.
I love the way you put that. Yes, that never happened. Nobody ever told you, George.
I feel privileged every day to breathe the same air as you, Michael.
You know, George, I'll breathe into a bottle and send it to you. How about that? But we're going to talk more about you. Congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations. Yes. This is your first acting gig ever, your first job ever. And I heard you.
That's a big first gig, too. And attaching her to a series that's not necessarily doing the best. I know the Captain Marvel branch of the Marvel Universe isn't necessarily the most fruitful of branches so far, but I've got kind of some faith in what they're doing with this new. I mean, they're obviously spinning off like a Young Avengers thing, and they got to move into new actors at some point, but Oh. Oh, right on, Justin. There might be Discord issues today. You never know. What up, Debbie? Debbie, have you seen Miss Marvel yet? Justin, you seen Miss Marvel yet? Disney Plus, it's great. I mean, I had a good time. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments in the chat.
You heard about the audition in like a little off the strange way.
WhatsApp. WhatsApp. It's like honestly the brownest way this could have happened too, because like South Asians love WhatsApp and.
Shout out South Asians that love WhatsApp. I can't believe she had her audition through WhatsApp. That's hilarious.
Forwards. My aunt sent me the casting call through a WhatsApp forward that she got from a brown group chat.
Wow.
And now here we are.
Yeah.
I thought it was a scam,
But then when you found out you got the job, did you think that was a scam when they called you?
I was the last day of high school, and I was like with my friends, and we were gonna get burritos, and we went to go pick up another friend, and I get a text from like Sarah Finn, the casting director. She's like, "Can you get on this call real quick?" And I'm like, "No, I'm busy." And my friends didn't know I had
She's doing it like outside on a walk. That's crazy.
auditioned, so I didn't want to like get this in front of them. And
Yeah, this interview's endearing so far. She's making for a very endearing lead lady thus far.
she was like, "I sent you the link, just get on," winky face. And I was like, okay, whatever the response is, like, I'm not gonna have any reactions my friends don't know. And I get out, and I was like, Kevin Feige jump scare on my phone, and freaked out. My friends saw everything, and they're like, "So what happened? Did you like win the lottery?" And I was like, "Basically." And we still got the burritos. So
You still got the burritos.
and we still got the burritos. It was a
But
good
you had
day.
your priorities. You didn't want to mess up the burritos.
Exactly.
And your
You are
friends.
so refreshing. But you said
Do you imagine finding out you got that role while you're on your way to a burrito date with your homie? That's crazy.
you're like a walking Marvel encyclopedia.
A little bit.
Right, but
Yeah.
your character is really breaking some barriers here. And so are you thinking, did you have some input into the
Yeah,
character?
it's like all me. There's no acting.
Oh, damn. That's one thing I also really like about the character. It's they're introducing you to like the fanboys and girls of the Marvel universe, like that live in it. There's like the first Avengers Con, and of course there's people who live in a world with superheroes, so they have superheroes that are their favorite. Her favorite's Captain Marvel. I saw an interview, we watched an interview yesterday where I think she said like Iron Man was her favorite or something like that. And interested to see what that.
Yeah. I'm like so scared to do other roles now. I'm like, can I do anything else?
But it's great to give your input, right?
Yeah, no, it's so incredible that they're actually listening to me. And you know, Kevin Feige put this in the best way possible. That if I wasn't, you know, giving them all the notes that I'm giving them, I'd be saying it online if I wasn't getting cast in this part. So they might as well listen to the criticisms now. Yeah.
Good point.
How much fun are you having with this?
A lot. It's Candyland for me. I'm like,
It's pretty cool. It's an interesting young adult series. You know, it's somewhere between the edgier songs on Radio Disney and like a Middle Eastern John Hughes vibe. I can't stress that enough.
the only thing I'm passionate about in high school and everything was like movies and Marvel, and now this is what I'm doing. Like, how rare is that? People actually get to like do this.
It's pretty great. It's so great that you appreciate it. Let's take a look at a clip.
Does this look like some kind of writing to you?
It's hard to read. Looks like Arabic or Urdu. I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's focus on what we know. Light comes out of you, and it hardens.
Let's call it hard light.
Groundbreaking.
Oh damn! I haven't seen this clip yet. This isn't in the first episode.
And we saw your superhero moves. Like, how did you train for the superhero moves? How did you get ready for that?
Ooh, you know what's funny? Anything I do now is gonna be like established and canon for the rest of the MCU. So like we have so much freedom. It's like I can do this and now it's just a thing. So, all this happens.
That's actually pretty funny. I think we've all always wondered, like, the Doctor Strange stuff, like, is this choreographed? Is there somebody high up bringing this, like, hand choreography down? It's kind of endearing to know that it's sometimes it's just kind of winged, you know? Oh, did it fix the keyboard? Okay, so the keyboard is working, Debbie. Now here's the thing. It's still being spotty. So I believe Lux is bringing a new one home from work, but we've got the auxiliary one. We're good to roll. I think we're all solid. I think we're solid. I think this one will just start working over time. I don't think water actually made it into the keyboard, but I don't know. It's still being spotty as hell. And Lux was saying it's been spotty, so maybe it just finally went and it was just a faulty one from the factory or something. But it's kind of a nice keyboard.
I'm like, we're on set and we're like doing that scene. It was just like me being like doing whatever moves that would come in my head, and we filmed it, and so they just put it in there, and now it's a.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a
Yeah.
big thing. You are living your best life. You are giving us life. Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Didn't she give you some input?
Yeah.
We gotta do positive PR for Brie Larson. Girl needs it. Pretty bad, it would appear. I don't think you could have cut a more rough first impression than Brie Larson. I'm gonna give Brie Larson a chance, though. I've decided, I was on the train of like, this is flat. Wasn't a big fan of Captain Marvel, but you know what? I think we need to give her a chance. It could have just been wrong place, wrong time, weird script. Somebody who's not necessarily understanding how hard the fans are gonna go.
She's like the first person to reach out to me after I got cast, and it was so nice because in the comics, Kamala and Captain Marvel have a very mentor-mentee relationship, and so we kind of got that going. But it's so crazy that now the people I relate to are like Marvel actors. Like I have posters of Brie on my bedroom wall,
Get out.
and I had to like hide them when I was calling her.
That's pretty funny.
And now every movie you make, as you said, is part of the Marvel canon. So what's next for you in the Marvelverse?
The Marvels. Yeah, it's a great title. Marvel Studios presents The Marvels,
Starring all of the Marvels. Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, probably a new Marvel, Photon.
Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel and Monica Rambeau.
Oh,
Yeah.
can't wait for that. So, I'm just curious now. How is it for you to go?
Be interesting.
Weird.
My hair's crazy
Miss
today,
Marvel?
guys.
Like, is it weird? Like with your friends?
can't tame
How
it.
do your family treat you any differently?
No, they'll put me on a pedestal for 2 seconds and then it's like back to doing chores and everything. What's weird is going back to like my old comic book shop, because it's like that's where I fell in love with Miss Marvel. That's where I read all my comics, and now these guys are just hyping me up, and it's weird. It's like seeing how everything started.
I tell you what now, we've fallen in love with you here. I tell you
Don't
what, you
change. I mean, I hope that you always feel this way.
Yeah, I'm loving the nerdiness of the character, and that she's kind of actually that nerdy. Because having been like the comic book nerd in a circle before, and people are like asking you questions. Who's your favorite? What's up with this storyline? Is this what is this? Is it true that blah blah blah? I'll hear some crazy theories, and they'll say like, oh, because it's from the comics, and it's like, that's not actually from the comics, or you're right. But I got a little crazy with the Marvel videos when everybody was thinking that Mephisto was in WandaVision. Like, they're not doing Mephisto. They're not bringing the devil out yet. Not in something like WandaVision.
Way. You always have this outlook on.
Pretty sure you're just getting started.
Yeah.
and we're honored to breathe the air that you're breathing and here this morning.
Likewise.
We really are.
Thank you, Mark.
Seriously. Oh, what a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
You are.
Oh, watching the people at GMM be hella stoked that they have someone interesting. Yo. Did R. Kelly get some sentencing and stuff? I know R. Kelly's been singing from prison, but what is this?
A federal judge has finally made a decision following American singer R. Kelly's sex trafficking case. Kelly was accused of sexually abusing and exploiting women and underage girls. He's set
What up, Erica?
to be sentenced later this month, and prosecutors are now recommending that Kelly should spend more than 25 years in prison. Kelly faces a mandatory minimum of 10 years. His attorney has said he should spend fewer than 14 years.
That Justin makes a good point. I think this is in reference to Mephisto in the Marvel films. They're not ready to reveal their deal with the devil. Disney, their crazy monopoly status.
In prison.
Oh man, so R. Kelly is finally. Have you guys seen R. Kelly singing from jail? R. Kelly is hella locked up.
My mind's telling me no.
Could you imagine just being being locked up with R. Kelly? Like you're in there for some, like you drove drunk and maybe got a little rowdy at a Waffle House, and they got you there for a week or something, right? But you're in there with this.
But my body's telling me yes.
Could you imagine? You have a collect call from.
I don't wanna hurt nobody.
Oh shit! Is Kel's calling me from county?
There is something that I must confess.
Could you imagine being in that jail? I'm surprised there's not somebody off in the distance like, shut the fuck up. But it is R. Kelly, so they're probably like, keep going. Poof. Poof. What a horrible man. So, I'm glad he's in jail. I can't believe he's singing from jail. Jeez.
A federal judge has finally made a decision.
He did 25 years in prison for that. That's insane. Yo, guys. Britney Spears is married? Again? I feel like I've got some kind of weird Britney Spears deja vu. I know she's been married a few times, but I know she was just legally like emancipated from her strange conservatorship.
Wedding bells are ringing for Britney Spears and Sam Asghari. Multiple sources confirmed to People that the longtime couple said I do.
Longtime couple? Who the fudge is Sam Asghari, dude?
On Thursday night in Los Angeles. Around 60 guests were in attendance.
This dude looks like straight up Las Vegas porno stock. What is this dude's vibe?
Madonna, Selena Gomez, Paris Hilton, and Drew Barrymore.
That's a lot of famous ladies.
According to a source, all the guests brought their fashion A-game. Gomez rocked a blue suit, Madonna chose a rainbow-hued dress, and Barrymore wore a brown flowing gown.
Madonna's been on one lately, guys. Did you guys see the bathtub video when COVID popped off? Madonna has... she's almost unrecognizable, A. B, there's no way that live performance is... I mean, I don't know. The Madonna I grew up watching was not this Madonna.
A lawyer for Spears' ex, Kevin Federline, told People that her sons, 16-year-old Sean Preston and 15-year-old Jaden James, were not present for the vows, but added that they are happy for their mom.
That's cool. Does Kevin Federline have custody of those kids? They're growing the hell up out of the spotlight. That's kind of nice.
Other family members, including her dad Jamie, mom Lynn, and sister Jamie Lynn, were also not in attendance.
Oh,
According to sources,
I would imagine not her former slavers, dude. Yeah, I would imagine they're not there.
Wore a gown by famed fashion house Versace and walked down the aisle to Elvis Presley's Can't Help Falling in Love. After the ceremony, Asghari's manager Brandon Cohen told People that he was very ecstatic the pair are married.
Guys, I don't like Elvis. Give me your opinions on Elvis in the chat. Debbie says, I saw something saying Britney's ex broke in and was caught on cam. Really? We'll have to check that out. Debbie, that's crazy.
Married.
What?
Adding that he knows Asghari has wanted this for so long. He also...
It's this photo of Asghari where it's like, dude, what is this photo?
called the groom caring and supportive before adding, quote, I am so grateful to have Sam in my life and can't wait for the future they will build together. Ahead of the festivities, an insider revealed that Spears has been envisioning her wedding day for nearly 9 months, explaining that she had started planning and dreaming about her wedding shortly after she got engaged. The insider added that getting married was a huge deal for Spears and she wanted it to be perfect. The couple were first romantically linked after they
Erica is indifferent.
met
Okay.
on the set of the singer's Slumber Party music video in 2016. Spears revealed in a radio interview the following year that it took nearly 5 months for them to reconnect after the video shoot. She recalled digging up his phone number and added, this guy was really cute, so I called him. Asghari popped the question with a surprise proposal in September of 2021 with a 4-carat round-cut diamond ring.
Ooh, she got the stone. Yo, she got the stone. She got that Emancipation Stone.
Sources have previously told People that Asghari has been Spears' rock for years and that she leans on him for everything. He was by her side throughout her battle to end her 13-year conservatorship, which was terminated in November of 2021.
Okay. Get your freedom on, girl. Damn, that's cool as hell. That's really cool. What else we got? Entertainment news. Let's keep thumbing through. The Tonys are going down. Damn, and they really got. Oh. Adam Sandler has a new film coming out called Hustle. Hustle. Looks like a basketball film. So I'll probably be not very interested. You guys know me in sports ball. Not the biggest fan, but trying to be more engaged by sports.
When a king of Hollywood comedy takes over a basketball court in Philly, you can expect to see players like the Sixers' Tobias Harris.
I just scored on Adam Sandler, yeah.
Well, I would imagine it wasn't hard for you, Tobias. It's Adam. You scored on Adam Sandler. I hear he can ball, though.
Tobias ain't afraid, though. He loves the heat,
On the set or off, Adam Sandler loves to hoop it up anywhere he can.
Give me that! Jump off! Jump off!
While shooting
It's pretty adorable. Playing basketball with the Bulldog.
his latest film, Hustle, Sandler has enjoyed plenty of PT with some of the NBA's best.
He's a big Knicks fan, so besides our little conversation about that, it's all been good and positive and fun.
He's an OG fan. He's an old school basketball. He's a going. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are. He's an actual. Actually has a love for the sport. I'm interested to see what he does for the sport with a film. You know, Uncut Gems did really well.
Fun, and it's been great. You can shoot. You can shoot for sure. You can definitely shoot.
Okay. Damn. Okay. If you guys didn't know that about Adam Sandler, you do now. Dude can shoot.
Used to be pretty good. Now the shot is flat, line drivey. It's kind of like a 4-iron. You love
And then he does a golf reference talking about his shot. Okay. Cool. Cool, Sandler. Damn.
I love this game. I live this game.
A drama for Netflix he's producing with LeBron James. The film stars Sandler as a faded NBA scout who in Spain spots a below-the-radar baller that could put him back on top.
Ooh, a save the last dance of basketball, if you will.
His aspirations of becoming a coach someday. And my only way out, in my head, I feel, is if I find a superstar to bring back to the Sixers, and I'll get my promotion that way.
Being the guy who finds the guy matters in this business.
Juancho Hernan Gomez from the Utah Jazz makes his feature film debut as the young standout who's reluctant to make the NBA leap.
So he's also putting on some new acting talent. That's interesting. Cabinet for Curiosities. Oh, what's that, Justin? That sounds cool.
No se fía mucho de una persona que viene a tu casa y te vende un sueño americano que vas a ganar mucho dinero cuando por fin consigues esta estabilidad con su familia.
Your whole world's gonna change overnight. I gotta work. My mom and my daughter, they mean everything to me. Salary's $900,000.
Yeah, he'll take it.
Most people I act with, I walk away saying, I think I had them beat. I'm more charismatic. I'm better to look at. I have a better body. With Juancho, we finish the scene and I say, okay, he played that a little more natural than I would have.
Ooh, it's a new Del Toro series. Justin! Cabinet of Ooh, you better believe I'm excited for some Del Toro. Is Doug Jones gonna be in it? Ooh.
Al final es un mundo que yo no tenía ni idea y él es una estrella en esto. Entonces, pues me cogió con los brazos abiertos.
It was Sandler also welcoming players like Anthony Edwards, Boban Marjanovic, Trae Young, and Tobias Harris to the cast of Hustle and to an after-hours pickup game.
I got an assist.
Like a basketball, Uncut Gems, Save the Last Dance, cool Latin American basketball story. That's interesting, Sandler.
to Adam too. He got a shot. You got to ask him about it. It was pretty cool.
Did catch a pass from Trey. I was like, oh my God, I gotta hit this. My hands were shaking, my arms were shaking. It went in, and I pretended it was no big deal, but I was very happy.
I bet. Damn. Old man Sandler. All right, well, we're going to peel right over to Cabinet of Curiosities. Let's see if we have a trailer. Ooh, I love me some Guillermo del Toro. Let's see here. Here's a trailer from Netflix. Already excited. Already excited. All I need to see is Guillermo del Toro in a spoopy font with some rustling of dirt. Ooh, I'm not mad. Oh, snap. So it's an anthology series. It's 8 chilling stories. He's got a whole... It's a series going on. Rupert Grint is in it. Oh, man. Justin. Horror anthology. Okay. Told by the directors of Mandy. Oh, snap. They got the person from they got whoever the hell directed The Babadook. Let me tell you, The Babadook was, I liked that. That was a kind of a spoopy modern horror film. I don't normally like modern horror unless it's like an homage to older horror for some reason. It's just, I got to play on my nostalgia to really like horror. This looks right up my alley, bro. Twilight. Why we have the Twilight director? We got some sparkly vamps. That's fine. I hope Doug Jones is in it. I hope it's like The Shape of Water Part 2. Crispin Glover, Eric Andre. Yo, there's some hitter ass names in here. This is a weird cast. Essie Davis. Kate Micucci? There are so... Rupert Grint, Kate... This is a weird cast. Oh, snap. When's this one coming out? Sometime this year, baby. That's fine. Damn, that's cool, dude. Yeah, brother. Okay. I'm into it. I'm hella into it. I love some Guillermo del Toro, dude. He was the man, you know. Doug Jones. I love Doug Jones in Star Trek Discovery. I haven't seen The Shape of Water, but I like to make fun of it. It seems like a romantic comedy about the creature from the Black Lagoon, and I realize I probably have a twisted version of that film in my head, and I just want to leave the comedy gold up there. That's for me. I don't want to see The Shape of Water yet. But Star Trek Discovery, everything else. Pan's Labyrinth. Dude, let me tell you right now. I know that Discovery spawned Strange New Worlds, and I'm having a pretty good time with Strange New Worlds. We're like 6 episodes deep now. They're releasing them weekly on Paramount Plus. And guys, we kind of have a proper Star Trek series. It's on the Enterprise. It's about the crew. They're exploring new worlds. Like, I mean, so far they're rehashing some old worlds and dusting off some old Gene Roddenberry scripts and stuff like that. But it's written from a place of love for Trek, and it's really cool. Some of the characters have a little bit of plot armor. Obviously, Spock, Uhura, the people who are going to make it onto the 1960s Enterprise with Kirk. So it's a prequel series, but it's it's good. It's Gucci. And Doug Jones, let me pull that fool up. I'll tell you, you could put Doug Jones in some trash bags and it's frightening. He could just walk away, that's frightening. Which Doug Jones? I guess, I mean, he plays Saru in Discovery, and he's great as Saru. There's a few different kind of full prosthesis alien things going on in Discovery, but in my opinion, again, this is like the highest budget we've seen committed to effects in Star Trek, and I think it's worth it. If you're a deep cut fan of Trek, you're not gonna like what they do with Klingons in season 1, but dude, season 2 they fix it. They fix it. They really do. Man, Doug Jones better be in this Guillermo del Toro jam. I need him in one of the 8 desperately. Desperately need him in one of the 8. Okay. Last bit of nerd news. I've been back on some Star Wars. Star Wars, it's my thing seasonally. I like it around the holidays. But they're hitting us with this summertime series, this Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I'm not mad at it. I've not been a big fan of everything new Star Wars that's come out. Been pretty open about that. You know, the prequels can be lackluster at times, but I think we can all agree that Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan was pretty solid, and even in the prequels. Like, gotta love us some daddy-ass Obi-Wan vibes, right? Obi-Wan Kenobi's pretty good. There's things they're expanding on that like maybe don't necessarily fit canon and kind of irk the hardcore action figure collector in me, but you know, that's just the relationship a fan of Star Wars has with Star Wars, where it's, you know, they release something new and it kind of irks you. You like it, but it irks you. It's visually pleasing, but they're stepping in your sandbox and messing with your toys, you know. Spoiler alert. Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi have a bit of a tussle in one of these episodes of Kenobi. And Darth Vader lights the ground on fire, drags Obi-Wan Kenobi through it, like really is torturing the dude for a second before he gets away in kind of a plot armory way. And that's fine. It's whatever, you know, that's writing is writing. And if it was an expanded lore story, I wouldn't be mad at it. But it's the fact that I'm seeing something that's kind of expanded lore, like content quality on the big screen. It's jarring. I'm enjoying it, having a good time. It's just jarring, you know. Ooh, what you got here, Debbie? Let me see if it'll let me snatch that link. Hold on. Here we go. Let's see if it'll let me No, it won't let me. Weird. Oh, Britney's ex gets arrested. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, that link didn't go anywhere. But enjoying Kenobi. This is weird. It's weird. The Inquisitors are great. I love the Inquisitors. I'm loving the character Reva. You guys got to check out Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi's worth it. The Mandalorian's worth it. The Book of Boba Fett. Watch 3 episodes of that. There's not a lot in the Book of Boba Fett. I'm a Boba Fett hater, guys. Love the Mandalorian. Love Din Djarin. Love Mandalorian lore. Hate Boba Fett. Lazy writing with Boba Fett. And realize it's fantasy and space for kids, but, you know, drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. Let's see. Brittany's... Brittany had an ex that got arrested. Oh, Jason Alexander crashed her wedding.
No, my name's Jason Alexander. Brittany invited me here. Britney Spears invited me here. She's my first wife, my only wife.
Oh, damn. Oh, he showed up country and drunk, huh? He showed up full Easy Mart vibes, like, she's my only wife.
I'm her first husband. I'm here to crash the wedding.
Breaking news, Britney's ex crashes her wedding.
What? What, Debbie? We just saw a peaceful wedding piece of coverage. This is funny as hell.
So here's the inside scoop, guys, of the wedding, Jason Alexander.
Yeah, that was Jason Alexander, Britney's first husband. You may remember she married him in Vegas. He was her childhood friend, and he even broke into her home.
Where's Britney at? Hey, tell me the truth. Where's Britney at? Britney!
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Where is security? This should be Britney's happy day. As you know, the wedding is supposed to happen this evening, so I'm sure there'll be more to come. Running it down for you always, I'm Tetris Kelly for Billboard News.
What a weird media hungry dude. I imagine he's doing it for the live stream views. Damn. Here's more on that. I don't want to hear that copywritten shit.
Joining us live right now. Good morning.
Morning.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Okay,
All right.
So much Britney Spears news.
Britney.
This is a wild morning show vibe. There's a lot going on here. We have 2 radio station people, 2 people on the, I guess they're kind of gossip jockeys, are people from 105.1 The Buzz. Buzzing around the clock tonight. Britney? I don't remember how to spell her name. We found it though.
Got married.
They know who we mean.
What happened to this wedding?
Okay, so yesterday she just surprised all of us. She was like, hey, I'm gonna get married. A big tent went up in her backyard. And the biggest drama started out when her first husband, the dude she married in Vegas, goes live on Instagram and says he's gonna crash the wedding. So he gets there, tries to tell security guards that he's on the guest list. They're like, no, you're not. He ends up getting in the back of a squad car and he is being charged with trespassing, vandalism, and battery. But I feel like he was trying to make it to the wedding to object and maybe like have a moment or something, but it did not work out in his favor whatsoever.
Is there anything into this besides just like an attention grab from this dude? Is that?
No, I don't think so at all. If you remember, the only thing this guy was famous for was being named Jason Alexander and not that Jason Alexander.
Not the dude from Seinfeld.
Like 24 hours, I want to say. The marriage was annulled. Yeah, see, and he's appeared at a couple like pro Britney, free Britney rallies in the past and just trying to keep his name out there.
Interesting.
Weird stunt for like publicity. You know what I mean, Debbie? Is there anything comparable to that in the UK? Is that a weird question to ask? I know you're not on a different planet, and there's still fame and celebrity and majesty held within the realm of entertainment, but like, are there people bum rushing stuff with live streams to get like views and ish like that? Like, is it quite as like Vegas wedding weird? Like, I'm trying to think of a parallel between like your country ass annulled ex-husband crashing your Vegas wedding after you've emancipated yourself from a conservatorship. That's a very weird situation to be in. Like, that's a whole ass reality show. How the hell she doesn't have a reality show is beyond me. She should be a billionaire with that. She should be Kardashian rich with this level of personal drama in the entertainment world.
Why go live on Instagram and say you're going to crash a wedding before you try to crash a wedding?
Probably for attention.
I feel like
You're probably right on that
you're
moment.
playing your hand, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think he was
Seems like a
he
lot
was
of
looking for some attention and he got it. So there you
But
go.
then the guest list was very interesting. So we knew that she wasn't inviting her mom, her dad, or her sister.
Yeah.
They were not in attendance. She did invite her brother. There's no confirmation if he showed up, but she had Madonna show up as a guest.
Wow.
And then after the wedding, they recreated the VMA kiss because Madonna was, she was already in the wedding dress. Britney was. So they got up in front of everybody. And so on top of that, Paris Hilton was there, Drew Barrymore. Sadly, earlier in the day yesterday, though, K-Fed had a statement released by his lawyer.
How is this lady in radio? Her voice is trashed. It sounds like somebody ran a whole pack of Marlboros through that throat. Damn, lady. She's blowed out. She needs to take some vocal rest. You need to genuinely take some vocal rest, ma'am. There's nothing wrong with taking some vocal rest. Just relax those. Just relax that throat. Count to 10. For like count 10 days of vocal rest. She probably can't. I can't believe, he did break into her home. That is crazy. He broke into her home, but like he also like kind of bum rushed security during an event day, like a day where there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. So I feel like he took advantage of his position as an ex-husband or something. I don't know. As Jason Alexander, not that Jason Alexander. Damn.
Saying that their kids would not be present, but he and the boys wished her luck, which I think is kind of lame. Who doesn't want your kids at your wedding? But whatever.
Yeah.
Seems like they
hopefully,
should be there.
hopefully she's on better terms with K-Fed than Jason Alexander.
Yeah, you hope. You hope.
You know, he didn't get arrested trying to crash the wedding, so there is that.
So there's that.
But
I guess, yeah.
they just released pictures of her dress, and it was really pretty. She had on a thick white choker necklace and then a deep V. And Project Runway didn't prepare me to properly describe this, but like a tank top sleeve almost that went down. And then the dress goes straight to the floor. And then choo-choo, she had a train for like 10 feet. And then clear gloves.
Damn.
Oh, clear gloves. Okay. Yeah, it was kind of like an off-the-shoulder, I don't know what you call that, a little off-the-shoulder tank top thing. It was like this thing.
I like the term choo-choo. Let's stick with that.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Yeah. Well, and she and her now husband Sam, I saw one of their pictures together. They look very happy. So.
Glad they were able to have their moment. So
Yeah.
that's despite the fireworks pre-ceremony there. So I'm glad for them. Moving along now, Rebel Wilson has some news she's sharing as well.
Rebel Wilson.
She came out yesterday on Instagram. She made a post and basically said she thought she'd been looking for, her Disney prince, but maybe it was Disney princess all along. And she is dating Ramona Agruma. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. She's LA based and is a fashion designer and owns a fashion line. And apparently they've been together for a few months now. And yesterday was the day that she decided to share that with everybody.
Oh, good for her.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I saw there. We can't
She's looking phenomenal, having lost all that weight. She seems healthier.
share the post on because it's pictures and
Laws. Legally,
laws
we are not
and
allowed to,
rights
but-
and all whatever. But it's on Instagram. You can go Rebel
Yeah.
Wilson. It's on her Instagram page. They look really cute together.
That's
It's a
awesome.
cute picture.
Good for her.
Aw, Rebel Wilson has a girlfriend. Interesting.
No, my name's
Sexuality, man. What's your preference? I love that we live in the future and that can actually be said in an accepting way on the news. It's pretty cool. Whoa, it's from 3 years ago about an Arizona teacher. What the hell is this? That's true crime. Oof. I'm good on that. How are you guys doing, though? Oh, Jurassic World! It's in theaters now. Okay, we got somebody who reviewed it for some local news.
Rusty Gateby joining us live this morning.
He's already in a raptor mask. I'm pissed. He's gonna simp for this movie hard, but it's got Goldblum, so maybe it's just fire. Maybe it's just hella
With a
good.
movie review, a blast from the...
Oh my, yeah. Yeah. We have a special guest reviewer. Oh, okay.
Yo, that's copywritten, guys. You can't just hit us with the...
It's not a real
down.
children's mask. Very
Y'all know
tight
the
on my
theme.
face.
Yeah.
Some of the best...
I realize this might be our last time because you're going over to that radio thing, and so I do have a gift for you at the end of this.
Okay.
As you know, one of my hobbies is cloning, so I may have a dinosaur for you. All right, so what is going on at the box office these days? You got Top Gun. You've got now you've got Jurassic Park coming back. 1993, Spielberg made that first Jurassic Park. Those were 3 movies. Then in 2015, another trilogy began. And coming up this weekend will be the closing of that second trilogy. By the way, 3 of those 5 movies so far have gone over $1 billion. So they're popular. This time around, it's kind of cool. They got the original cast, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, of course, Jeff Goldblum, together with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. So the old gang...
Bryce Dallas Howard. Could not remember her name yesterday. That is a boring ass character in these films. Chris Pratt, literally written by a 5-year-old in this movie. I don't know about the newest movie, but in the previous ones. and Bryce Dallas Howard just kind of flat, real flat.
Joins up with the new gang, but does it even matter?
You coming or what?
We gotta nuke the dinosaurs. We gotta kill them all to save humanity.
A baby raptor?
Like swaddled in his business, swaddled.
The old crew to meet up with the new crew. When they finally do, that's where it gets a little more enjoyable for me. This one, I liked it, but
That dude just gave the longest sigh on a local news movie review. That is rough. That's rough. That's rough.
it just felt lazy. The plot was silly and sometimes just dumb, which coming from this guy.
Damn. Tell him how you feel, bro.
Not calling anything dumb, it's got to be real dumb. 2 out of 4 stars. Yeah, I was disappointed.
You gave it a 50%. That's not a passing grade. In case anyone was wondering, this local movie dude who seems to really know his theater makeup and cocaine does not like this movie.
But it's going to make a lot of dough.
Yeah.
A lot of dough. It's appealing to that crowd. Now, Jason, because this is our last report, I did, and I do like cloning. I got you. I cloned you a dinosaur. I cloned you. Come here. Now, I do have to warn you. I have to warn you.
All right. Oh.
It does spit. You got to talk it soothing.
That's not spit, that's squirt, and that's it's gross that you made that dinosaur for a friend.
Right. Oh.
Voices. Who's a good dinosaur? Who's a good dinosaur?
What is this? This feels inappropriate. If anything gets this video pulled, it's this sequence here where this dude just gets squirted on by a dinosaur.
They made like bananas.
It's like an alpaca.
Soothing voices and bananas, and I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Who's a good dino? I'm gonna bring it by for you.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh. I didn't even like that. Damn. Watching the creepiest Jurassic Park review.
You want to troubleshoot this for me at some point?
Troubleshoot a keyboard?
Yeah.
Well, first I gotta hit the dub horns because you're home.
Hi. Oh.
Lex is home.
Hi.
Oh.
I guess the side is the side that's... Oh, I can't see.
Yeah. Your sunglasses.
I still can't see. I can't see.
Now you gotta squint. Now you gotta squint. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this has been a really... what I predicted about the new Jurassic Park is probably true. That it's a kind of nonsensical, childish romp through some dinosaur times. Yes, there's the hellos. We got Debbie says Lux with all the L's and all the capitalization.
Hi. Oh.
Oh, let me get out of the way.
Hi.
They've seen me enough today. We can have other people. Hey, if anyone wants to hop in the Discord. I think Discord might be giving people trouble today. I think it's having issues.
I've loved our time together. I hope you love this dinosaur I got.
This is a frantic ass end of this interview. This guy's just delivering a movie review, and there's this whole like spitting cloned dinosaur bit for one of the anchors that's going away, and it's gotten gratuitous. Jeez.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's my absolute favorite bit. It is of many bits. It's my favorite.
It's great. Thanks, man.
Water in Rusty's face.
Wonderful. We've submitted these reviews for Emmys so many times. I don't know where we went wrong. People just don't get it. I love you too. Thank you, Rusty.
Thanks, Rusty.
Jeez. That's nuts. Ooh. Straight Times with a review of Jurassic World. Oh no.
John, I know that there are some familiar faces from the earlier movies, but do they help Jurassic World Dominion and the franchise on a high?
I wish I could tell you, give you a better answer, but no. Sadly, they were all...
Whoa, without crazy lag and robot noises on Discord? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's something going on. Something happening there. That sucks.
all brought back for nothing, which is such a waste, such a pity. Now, nothing in here will make you excited. It's all cliches, which you have seen a million times before. But the most frustrating thing is all the storylines are so obvious, but it takes so long to unfold. I'll give you a couple of...
Damn, this dude's grilling it.
Of examples, okay? There is a literal plague of monsters that is hurting farmers, and no one seems to be in a real panic about it.
There's a literal plague of monsters plaguing farmers, and no one seems to be in a panic about it.
Investigation going on. They should be calling the army and the navy. They should be sending nuclear
This dude's also pissed it's not like Godzilla.
missiles, but they don't do anything.
That's like become a common, just like these two reviews I've seen so far, Lux, have been like, honestly, the reviewers, I guess, thought they were going into one of the modern Godzilla films with this new Jurassic Park.
Oh, no.
And apparently it's like bottle episode flat, baby raptor on Chris Pratt's back, because everything's like a single dad story now. Like, everything's fucking, the Mandalorian's gotta get Grogu, or Obi-Wan's gotta get Leia. Yeah. Spoilers. Baby Leia's a treat, though. I think Baby Leia's great. Sassy. Mean. Will you do me the hugest of favors?
Does it have something to do with something that's in my hand?
Yeah. I forgot to bring my cup over here. And I noticed you're walking around with some tea. And and you filled it Ooh, for real this time. Ooh, thank you. Ooh, yes. Oh. Goodness. Yes, that was... Did you make that tea?
I did.
You made really good tea.
Thank you.
You nailed it.
I'm Texan.
You nailed it.
I can't make good tea, I get fucking executed in Texas.
Whoa. McConaughey's state goes crazy. Country. Excuse me. Not a state anymore. Texas is sovereign in this household.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Later. What up, Anna? That was a southern ass bye. Later. Y'all take it easy. I'm not leaving, by the way. You guys stick around. Lux just popped in. It looks like for a little snooch and to drop off that keyboard. We got a keyboard to try.
And worst is everything points to this one bad guy. So if this were a James Bond movie and the villain was standing in front of all the characters played by Sam Neill and Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt and Laura Dern and Jeff Goldblum, the villain could be standing right in front of them and say, hey, I have a secret land in the mountains which I conduct experiments, genetic experiments, and I wear this turtleneck sweater and I talk about a new age for mankind, but no, I'm totally not the bad guy. No, not me. No. And then they'll all sit and they all look at him and go, okay, that sounds plausible. I guess we'll just creep.
So pissed at this new Jurassic Park. Holy shit.
Investigating, we need to take a long time and gather proof for a concrete case.
Oh dear. Looks like I'll say.
What if the government's letting the dinosaurs happen? What if in this film there's an Illuminati subplot that they cut because they Stanley Kubrick, the director, Eyes Wide Shut style? What if this is part of the reptilian shapeshifter conspiracy? You know, what if this is Big Brother letting the dinosaurs happen, homie? Did you consider that, film reviewer? Is this a 1-star film, or is this, on a scale of 1 to 10, the letter K? I'm just saying, food for thought.
Save money on this one then, John. Well, that was film correspondent John Lui. And now, food editor Tan Xue has just the perfect pick to satisfy your caffeine cravings. Xue, you've been
Oh, we got what? What is up with these two-part? What is up with the two-part stories lately? I don't understand why everything's been two-parter. That it's fine, you know. Give us this caffeine stuff.
Checking out the new coffee bar, and I hear that something has caught your attention.
Hey Jan, I have 3 words for you. Iced cocoa espresso. So it's from Kohi, which is a Thai chain of coffee places, and they've opened an outlet in Singapore in Joo Chiat, which, as you know, is painfully hip, right? But they've got this super addictive
It's painfully hip there, dude. Fuck yeah.
drink that I can't get enough of. And it's really iced coconut water with a shot of espresso in it. It is so refreshing on a hot day.
I want that coconut water. That actually sounds pretty great, guys. If they sold that down the road, I think they'd make a killing.
And you know, Xue, I'm not a coffee person, but I will check it out. And that was food editor Tan Xue. And if you love dance, then this is...
If you love dance, you'll love this. Contact Contemporary Dance Festival. Oh my gosh, guys. There's a contemporary dance festival going on. This is already hand-to-face contact. This is COVID the Dance.
For sure you cannot miss. The Contact Contemporary Dance Festival is back after 2 years with incredible performances lined up, including this one from Italy's Compagnia the Pala Danza. Now the festival runs from June 13th to July 3rd.
What? I am confused. Okay, so there was this dance move back here. Hold on. Is he just dancing with a completely limp person?
Now the festival runs from June 13th to July 3rd. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel.
No, I don't understand this strange news. I'm gonna go back to this guy just in the middle of grilling.
But do they help Jurassic World Dominion and the franchise on a high?
I wish I could tell you, give you a better answer, but no. Sadly, they were all brought back for nothing.
They were all brought back for nothing. Guys, press F to pay respects to the new Jurassic Park. Apparently, or let's press F to pay respects to the work of Michael Crichton, which apparently is being ripped on by these new films. Sorry. Sorry if you're a fan of them. I know we got a few of you. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, look, a new Emergency Awesome video. You guys like Emergency Awesome? You guys should check out Emergency Awesome if you haven't. Great channel. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Ooh, we're about to finally end COVID testing for international travelers. That could get
risky.
Here's what's
going on. The mandate, which required international travelers to provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test within a day of flying into the United States, was put into place last year by the White House. Now, the CDC strongly recommended it as the country was battling the highly transmissible Omicron variant at the time. But the airline and hotel industries have been begging federal officials to lift the mandate, saying that it was discouraging people from booking trips to the states and also stalling their recovery efforts from, of course, the pandemic. So this news is set to bring about a huge sigh of relief, both here and globally, for those wishing to visit the United States. Once again, it's set to expire just after midnight on Sunday. However, take note, the CDC says they will reevaluate the need for the testing requirement every 90 days, and that the mandate could be reinstated if a troubling new variant emerges. Chris, we're going to send
Let's
things
hope
down.
that's not the case.
Let's hope that's not the
Antoine,
case.
thank you very much.
Here's what's going on.
Jeez. Let's hope we're at the end of COVID and we can just move on with our lives in a normal way. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Guys, I'm kind of conspiracy fired up. I say we check on our boy. I say we check on Alex Jones. I don't know why I just typed in Alex Jones. I have InfoWars. What the hell is my problem? This is just the
It's a
same.
very important situation with inflation and all the things out there hurting everybody. To be able to do things tax-wise that's legal and lawful that allows you to keep more of your money. We wouldn't even be here if I hadn't gotten great tax advice in the last few years. The only way you fail is not writing down the URL, jonestaxrelief.com.
No! Jones is running tax relief scams? Dude, you just went bankrupt. What are you talking about? Alex Jones Tax Relief. Are you kidding me?
One word, jonestaxrelief.com, or call 833-900-4285. 833-900-4285.
Wow. Wow, Jones.
Leading a frontalist in the lies of the New World Order, it's Alex Jones.
He's...
Welcome back to the Alex Jones Show.
Jeez.
We are doing a deep dive into the meaning
of
Stranger Things, and particularly the recent release of season 4 of Stranger Things, which actually isn't complete yet. There's a couple more episodes that they're waiting to release that will close out season 4. Getting into the Cold War dialectic, and now I want to go to the spiritual dimension, because one thing that's going on in the show is consistent references to pop culture conspiracy theory and pop culture images of the battle between good and evil. So, for example, the show mentions 80s horror films and the notion of the demonic and entities coming into this realm from the spiritual plane, from the beyond. We have reference to Tolkien and to the Eye of Sauron, and how that's really sort of
He's going full Jones.
the narrative that a lot of the characters in
They're the full evangelical concept of like the media and anything consumerist or modern is the devil, man. That's the evil. That's the demons in disguise trying to get you. Damn.
season 4 utilized
That's the angle we're taking.
Reference the Shire, leaving the Shire, going to Mordor. This is the domain where the demonic entities in the other dimension, the Upside Down, reside, and that they're trying to kind of incarnate themselves into this world.
I'm not mad at the concept of that, I guess.
And so the
it's not. It's
is this sort of mix of
It's like a frequently used horror concept. I don't know, like Freddy Krueger and stuff.
all the 80s horror villains, Freddy and Pinhead, right? We have such things to show you. All these different 80s horror villains kind of enmeshed into one, which is this demonic entity who possesses different figures and kind of does ritual murders. Okay, so they add this occult ritual murder element to season 4, and there's a
That's interesting. See, I didn't know that. Ooh, Debbie, yeah, you guys been watching. Oh, it won't connect your mic. Erica, get in here, connect that mic. It should let you guys. Pop out, refresh. I don't know. I don't have anything muted. I haven't changed any settings in Discord, so hopefully it lets everybody just roll in.
What's really going on is that the military things, this is interesting, that the ritual murders are being done by Soviet sleeper agents. So the military is trapped in this kind of dialectical thinking that, well, it has to be Soviet people coming after us, and they don't really grasp that there's a secret project going on in the Department of Energy that's above the military, that's really behind this, that is engaging in just really sort of unbelievable experiments on the youth, abuse of youth, and so forth, and that they have produced both Eleven, who is the sort of hero protagonist girl, and her nemesis.
Now, is it more likely that the creators of this show are just more fascinated by this concept like we are with things like the Tattered Map or anything Special Guest does on his channel, or is it because they're attached to actually doing those things? I think that maybe this show is built from a nostalgic extrapolation on the Satanic Panic era and D&D fandom and stuff like that. I don't really vibe too much conspiracy out of media and stuff, but boy, is it fun to check out.
This dialectical battle of East versus West. We know that the cop character Hop, who's sort of the surrogate father to Eleven, he's been imprisoned in a Soviet gulag, so a large portion of the series is him escaping the Soviet gulags. But really, the main point here is that the actual battle...
Oh, they bringing us down, baby. We under attack. InfoWars is finally spooped out. It's finally hit the dust, I guess. Russia's mad. They're done hosting you, Jones, if you're going to talk like that about them. Lord. I am, however, I haven't kept up with Stranger Things in a while. Loved the soundtrack of the first season, but haven't really revisited it. Let's see. Yeah. That's what InfoWars has going on today. I know Jones has also recently started beef with Ethan Klein, which he does. Ethan Klein, I think that's just the dude's job now at this point, is to start beef with people. Which is, make your money, dude. Make your money, dude. Not a problem for me. He keeps catching bans and stuff like that, but needs to level that ish out. Ooh, we have some news from the Jan 6th attempted insurrection. What is this? Give us the news.
January 6th was the culmination of an attempted coup, a brazen attempt, as one rioter put it shortly after January 6th, to overthrow the government. The violence was no accident.
When a president fails to take the steps necessary to preserve our union, or worse, causes a constitutional crisis, we're at a moment of maximum danger for our republic.
Because if Mike Pence does the right thing, we win the election. All Vice President Pence has to do is send it back to the states to recertify.
Yeah, right here. We're going to give riot warning. We're going to try to get compliance, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
Cruiser 5 to 50 be advised.
Officially declared with the moment they declared it a riot. Oh, let me see here. Let me just make sure. Oh, I see you in here, Erica. Let me just make sure. Get your user volume's up. Do you have it on push to talk, Erica? It could be that you have to hit the push to talk button.
Cal Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
Weird.
And aware of the rioters' chance to hang Mike Pence, the president responded with this sentiment, quote, "Maybe our supporters have the right idea."
Haven't heard anything in Discord. Weird. It's saying that my audio is coming through. Let me... I don't know. It should let you. If you're there. Weird.
Mike Pence, quote, "deserves it."
I documented the crowd turn from protesters to rioters to insurrectionists. I was surprised at the size of the group, the anger and the profanity. And for anyone who didn't understand...
That's Nick Quested. Liz Cheney threw her hat in the ring to run for president. Shiver. Yeah.
how violent that event was, I saw it, I documented it.
What I saw was just a
Let me try re-establishing the Discord call, if you will. Let me try that. You never know. Maybe that's what it is. What about now? Erica, pop out and pop back in. And let's see if it helps. Boom. Hopefully so.
war scene. It was something like I'd seen out of the movies. I couldn't believe my eyes. There were officers on the ground, you know, they were bleeding, they were throwing up, they were, you know, they had, I mean, I saw friends with blood all over their faces. I was slipping in people's blood.
Tonight, I say this to my Republican colleagues who are defending the indefensible. There will come a day when Donald Trump is gone, but your dishonor will remain.
They were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love, the love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
Dang. You know, clearly an insurrection, clearly guilty of, you know, trying to. Over. Fucking cheered him on at best, you know what I mean? So the Tonys are happening. I don't see how too much could be going on in the stage and screen world, honestly, with the way COVID's happened. So oh. Yo, TMZ's making some claims against Ezra Miller, the new Flash.
And the actor who we have been detailing this year has been arrested multiple times, mostly in Hawaii. There have been other incidents as well. But Ezra is now facing some all-new allegations, and I feel like these take things to a different level because these allegations are coming from the parents.
He's shown some clear signs of like strange narcissistic behavior lately in public, and I'm sure whatever he's taking her on is not helping the matter.
Of an 18-year-old.
Helping the situation.
And the parents claim that Ezra Miller has essentially taken control. They don't use the word brainwash. The word they use is grooming, that they alleged Ezra was grooming their daughter, Takata Iron Eyes, and has been doing this since Takata was 12 years old.
12.
And
whoa.
The story that they've laid out in this, they're now filing for court protection. They want a judge to issue an order of protection to keep Ezra away from Takata.
Because they are living together, Charles, traveling together now across the country.
And have been in London together in past years. They've been in Hawaii. In fact, during one of the incidents in Hawaii earlier this year when Ezra allegedly got into a dispute with people in a bar, Takata was there with Ezra.
What? A child was there in the bar?
And you'll see there's Ezra doing, the dance, and that is Takata there. So
I've seen that video too, Charles.
Yes, Takata's parents say that this is just the latest in a string of incidents that have been going on for years, and they allege that it started when Takata was 12 and Ezra showed up in North Dakota. Now they live on a reservation in North Dakota, and apparently Ezra was there protesting the pipeline installation.
What?
And that's when Ezra met Takata, who was only 12 at the time.
And Ezra is one of the big stars of Fantastic Beasts, and Takata was a big fan of that. So Ezra, according to the parents, flew her out to the UK to check out the studio and the set, and they kind of built a relationship and a friendship from there. I mean, these allegations are pretty crazy, guys. I mean, they say that Ezra supplied her with alcohol. They say they believe maybe that Ezra's gotten physical with their daughter at points. And they say that they went and confronted both Takata and Ezra to try and get her to return home. They did get her home for a little bit, and then she returned to New York City to meet up with Ezra, and they've continued to...
Well, and Erica, to give some context, I see in the chat, it's, you let your 12-year-old daughter go with Ezra Miller. It's, it's... A lot of people let their kids go with Jimmy Savile and stuff like that. If there's a famous person showing up acting like they're doing charitable deeds, he's grooming again. This is Savile behavior, honestly. Embracing the power of strangeness to ingratiate himself with people of a higher social majesty than himself. It's weird.
Just travel around.
This dude turned out to be a creep. This Flash movie, they've got to be canceling this Flash movie, surely.
The abuse, what they're claiming is that they found bruises on Takata, and they believe that Ezra is responsible for that. As far as the drugs, Brad, I think was it LSD,
marijuana, and
alcohol.
That's right, guys. And what...
Giving her a hippie party drug, so that's what he's up to.
What we should say too is clearly Takata is aware that her parents are trying to step in and get the court involved, because she posted a statement saying, look, I don't need a conservatorship, I'm seeing a therapist, I'm doing okay. So this has clearly been a battle that's been happening for a while.
Now, we want to be clear, they are not, at least in these documents, they have not alleged anything sexual.
No.
But they clearly are concerned about this relationship, and that is...
Whoa, and look, there's like movie studios and agents and managers just letting him do this, letting him just abscond with this person.
It's been going on now for 6 years.
As they should be.
That he groomed, so it was 6, so she's just now 18, so that's why she's ran off with... This is weird.
Part I don't understand is that, look, Takata is 18 years old now.
18, right.
So she's we're talking about an adult right now.
Right.
My question is, from 12 to 18, why this relationship? And I'm not trying to blame the parents, Charles, right? But why do you let a child, a kid, someone who's not even a teenager, travel overseas, travel with an adult?
See, there's Erica's question right there.
At this point was...
But it's happened. Michael Jackson, Jimmy Savile. There's a lot of different cases where there's allegations or proven abuse and parents behind it. Abducted in plain sight's a weird one too. That's just disgusting all around. I think out of all of the parents I've seen who have seemingly willingly put their children in harm's way in these true crime stories that we've covered. The family portrayed in Abducted in Plain Sight on Netflix, that's a truly disturbing film.
Was in there.
Truly disturbing story. Like, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. Like, but so it happens. That's, parents.
Early 20s. That's inappropriate as far as I'm concerned. I don't know why that relationship was allowed to even exist in the first point.
The most recent thing the parents are alleging is that Takata was, they believe, so distracted by Ezra that she dropped out of the private school that she was attending in Massachusetts, and that was in December. And then that's when the parents went to go get Takata in January, and that's when they say they found the bruises. So now they're trying to get this the court-ordered protection. I don't know how this is going to go.
This is horrible. This is crazy.
Now, we've reached out to Ezra Miller and their reps. Brad, to this point, I don't think we've heard anything, right?
Nothing back, and we've also hit up Warner Brothers because, of course, Ezra is the star of The Flash, and that film, there's a lot of money behind that, and obviously if this...
and it still hasn't come out. It's been delayed on delayed on delayed on delayed. I think back when there were still big Comic-Cons, they were trying to hype an Ezra Miller solo Flash film. And it's not, I don't think, they cast the wrong person. And you can watch those Zack Snyder films and kind of see that that's the wrong fit for Barry Allen anyway. And in my opinion, I'm actually a fan of Grant Gustin's version of The Flash, I don't really care for Ezra Miller's take on the character. I think Ezra Miller is a bit of a narcissist. I think he's just playing himself in the role, himself if he had super speed. And, just so strange. But yeah, never trust your children to go alone with somebody. While I don't blame the parents for situations that happen like that, I can't help but to blame the parents after a certain point of them allowing it to happen. And you can see it in any case where there's a minor who's, unless it's a straight up kidnapping case, Elizabeth Smart, stuff like that, that's a whole different can of worms. But this is truly disgusting. Ezra Miller has turned out to be a really loathsome character. I don't want to say anything libelous until things have been proven in court, but man, he seems like a real shitheel. Arrested multiple times, getting into fights. And now that I know that he's been doing this and acting this way in front of this person he's been grooming since they were 12, for the last 6 years he's been grooming this person. This is it's just crazy.
It's a turn, if you will, or does kind of get criminal or anything more. I mean, that's a big question on the studio. There's one quick thing I want to point out, guys, is the family's also alleging that Ezra has changed Takata's name to Gibson, which is a nickname that her family and friends used to use, and that Takata had before used the pronouns she and they, and now they're alleging that Ezra says that Takata is they.
Oh.
We will see how this plays out. Yeah. They got a court hearing scheduled, so this will be addressed by a judge, and we'll see.
It's very, Erica kind of makes an interesting point. It could be that Ezra, he did get into the game young. I wonder if he is the victim of like Hollywood abuse himself, and these patterns are something that he observed or was victim to, and thinks that this is how adults operate. Once you get up in the game, this is how you stay in the game. And maybe a manager type put him through something similar. Who knows? I don't know. You might be onto something there, Erica. I really listen to you guys and your intuition on stuff like that. It very often turns out to be true. And I was just thinking the same thing, Erica.
See what happens. It is interesting, I think.
Not about Weinstein in particular, but
Warner Brothers hasn't said anything, and I would imagine they want to see how this plays out in court before they say anything.
They could stand to lose hundreds of millions of dollars, Warner Brothers could, Charles. So it's going to be very interesting to watch that part of it.
Hey, I'm Kyron coming out of Oakland, and it just seems like every time I hear about Ezra Miller, it's something else, and this just gets worse and worse. So they definitely need to do something about them, but also it's like The Flash. They need to go ahead and scrap that. Nobody's buying those tickets.
I said that too a second ago. Nobody's buying that ticket. People are gonna go see The Flash like they're gonna go see an R. Kelly biopic right now. Like, it's not gonna happen. Nobody's going to give that dude money. Nobody wants to give that dude money right now. People are going to have to pull out of, they're going to have to blacklist the dude because of his own actions. And rightfully so, man. It's disgusting, Ezra Miller. If this is true, disgusting.
But yeah,
It got to be true. I mean, there's too much. It's not like it can't be true at this point. Like the girls with him.
Yeah, that's the concern. I mean, the parents, obviously what their concerns are. For Warner Brothers, if this goes any further, if this court order protection if they get the order of protection, they've got to wonder about the star of their big film. So we'll see how that turns out.
Disgusting, Ezra Miller, dude. I'm just still abusing your position and your status like that, abusing why you're at an event. This dude met her at an event where he is protesting the pipeline, and it's clear that he doesn't go to things he doesn't go to things in that capacity. He's trying to see, the children there. He's interested in the children in the wrong way. He's a Jimmy Savile type, turns out, which the haircut, the vibe, the things he says kind of makes sense. I know that we watched some footage of him getting arrested on the stream in the past, and yeah, he vibed like a narcissist then. Because here's the thing, of course the victim is going to say, I'm fine, because she has no idea she's been mind ninja'd. Yeah, the victim, she's getting what she, in her mind, thinks that she wants. She's been abused and tricked into a situation. I can't get over the Amber Heard stuff, man. Still can't. I think we're still reeling in the wake from it online, right? Yeah, it was in the news a day ago. Crazy.
What is at stake at this trial is a man's life.
The trial, the jury, and the verdict was all fair. That was the message from Johnny Depp's legal team after the actor's sweeping victory in his defamation lawsuit against ex-wife Amber Heard.
The weight of the world is off of his shoulders. He's got his life back.
I think just an overwhelming sense of relief.
Speaking today on Today, Depp's newly famed attorneys, Camille Vasquez, just promoted to partner, and Ben Chu.
Why do you think the jury didn't believe her? Because when you look at the verdict, it really comes down to that.
Well, my sense is that it had a lot to do with accountability, that Johnny owned his issues. He was very candid about his alcohol and drug issues.
As he should have been, because, I mean, look, we all cheered that shit on.
He was candid about some unfortunate texts that he wrote, and I think it was a sharp contrast to Ms. Heard.
Saying their $10.4 million judgment was never about the money and hinting they may never collect the cash, Depp's team said the 6-week trial, filled with tabloid fodder, was about clearing his name, while also asked if it was a setback for the Me Too movement.
No. We're here to talk about the case that we tried, right? We encourage all victims to come forward, have their day in court.
With the actor thanking fans on his newly created TikTok account, Depp's lawyers also denied accusations his team orchestrated an online smear campaign against Heard.
They did not orchestrate an online smear campaign. We all just did that. Like, this is where freedom of speech is great. This is how you can prove we have it. The popular opinion can turn on you, and we'll use our freedom of speech, dude.
That is utterly baseless.
Categorically false.
And tonight they also say their case will stand up during appeal.
He didn't make a TikTok till after the verdict came out, and so
confident they won on facts and merit.
Damn.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's.
Yeah, they gotta keep defending themselves, you know. What? Oh yeah, back when it's just insane. What do we got here? On Fox's GOP propaganda. I mean, Fox has been a little on it with the Jan 6 stuff in particular. Oh, Ivanka said that she accepted. Hold up.
This is the president's daughter commenting on Bill Barr's statement that the department found no fraud sufficient to overturn the election.
How did that affect your perspective about the election when Attorney General Barr made that statement?
It affected my perspective. I respect Attorney General Barr. So I accepted what he was saying.
Well, that's that. His daughter said, yeah, okay. So how are they, what are they?
Lawrence O'Donnell, what was your reaction to that hour?
You know, I've been watching.
How are they painting this picture of how Trump was acting
since Watergate,
on Jan 6?
I was a college freshman watching Watergate hearings, and this one really takes its place at that level, but with a twist that was unimaginable in the Watergate hearings. The idea that Tricia Nixon would appear as a witness against her father saying, I didn't believe him. Yes. We just saw that.
We just watched that, actually. The president's own daughter saying, I didn't believe his claims.
We just saw Ivanka Trump say, I believed William Barr. I accepted what he said, and what he said to the president.
Oh, Rich, that's right. That's stupid.
You are publicly saying about the election is bullshit. He also called it complete nonsense. He called it crazy stuff, and he called it a disservice to the country. And Ivanka Trump said, I believed that.
I respect him. I believe him.
So when you're thinking about how does this affect the persuadables, which may be a small percentage of people out there, I think the most effective elements that we saw in this first hour for the persuadables were William Barr and Ivanka Trump and that video of what really did happen in that attack on the Capitol, the viciousness of it, the violence of it, the planning of it, the relentlessness of it. And that is what Donald Trump refused to stop. That's what Donald Trump refused every plea. As we heard others say, Liz Cheney say, he didn't make a single phone call. Yeah. He didn't call.
Damn.
He didn't call anyone. He didn't call the Attorney General. He didn't call anyone. Because, as Chris is saying, it's the plan as he understood it.
He was allowing a coup to go down. That's a riot. And no, you don't need to have firearms to commit a coup. Ask the Roman Empire if you need firearms to commit a coup.
It was the Bannon extension of the plan. Yep. You know, Trump will get you this far. Bannon will rally this thing, and this is what Trump expected to see.
The exact line, I'll tell you, first of all, just for our viewers, if you're just tuning in now, this is a 10-minute recess that we're in the middle of. You can see the hearing members still at their seats, still in the room on the other side of your screen there. But what Lawrence is referencing was an incredibly dramatic moment. Liz Cheney, in her opening statement, she said, not only did President Trump refuse to tell the mob to leave the Capitol, he placed no call to any element of the U.S. government to instruct that the Capitol be defended. He did not call his defense secretary on January 6th. He did not talk to his attorney general. He did not talk to the Department of Homeland Security. He gave no order to deploy the National Guard that day. He made no effort to work with the Department of Justice to coordinate and deploy law enforcement assets. But Mike Pence did each of those things.
And
Damn.
The night before January 6th, the night before when there were people walking through and looking at the layout with members of Congress, which is one of the things that's alleged here, on the night before, the Camp of the Saints guy, the person Donald Trump listened to and took advice from, Steve Bannon, literally said, all hell is going to break loose tomorrow. And then he repeated it. So again, the plan was for all hell to break loose to prevent Mike Pence from doing his job because they suspected he wasn't going to be compliant.
That could have been what Steve Bannon was wishing and hoping would happen, right? We don't know if he knew for sure that the plan was in effect at that point. But once the violence is happening, once police officers, as we saw in that video, are unconscious and being dragged down behind lines of other officers who are hoping they're not dead, saying officer down, these unresponsive police officers. Once this is happening for hours, Trump does nothing to defend the Capitol. Yeah. And Mike Pence does. So, you know, those calls could have been made.
And just to close the loop on this, one of the other things we learned, which happened just in the first few minutes of Liz Cheney, was there were two details that we didn't know. That the people who were on the Capitol, the president said, Donald Trump said, were doing what they should be doing. And we had seen reporting that he had said to Meadows, that Meadows had relayed something along the lines of, maybe we should hang Mike Pence. Maybe they have the right idea. But
That's horrible.
The sentence, Mike Pence deserves it. And I just want to be clear here,
Maybe
because
he says this.
Yeah, there was a lot of like really crazy stuff being said by the crowds and the social media around those people.
Maybe the quote is, maybe our supporters have the right idea.
Again, I hold firm on my kind of a conspiracy theory that Trump let a riot happen and it looked like a coup so they could round up some of the most zealous of wild ass supporters because he was crypto leftist. But I don't know. The more I hear behind the scenes, I think maybe he's just kind of a nutter.
Maybe
quote, the dots that are laid out and now abutting each other is that the president of the United States knew that when he went up there, knew that Mike Pence wasn't going to do what he was going to do.
That's right.
And if you could get rid of Mike Pence, you might have a shot at someone else serving as president pro temp doing it. And so the question of, well, how would you get rid of Mike Pence is an open question. But we know that Mark Short had the Secret Service detail into his office the day before to say there's a security situation.
Pence's counsel, yeah.
And the president doesn't pick up the phone. It looks like the president was facilitating or at least completely neutral towards whether the crowd killed his vice president.
She says, although some former Trump officials have argued they did not anticipate violence on the 6th, the evidence suggests otherwise. I mean, I think that there's been a real, caution on all of our part to we didn't know if Trump was tied to the violence. She just laid out in her opening statement that he was the cause for the violence. Right. He was absolutely tied to it.
Yeah. I mean, can't disagree with that opening statement, y'all. Let's find a smasher pass. Ooh, what are we smasher passing though? Ooh. Smash or pass and I will judge you. What? Enter your name. Let's enter Blormp. Blormp is my name for this quiz. Jenny Wakeman. Ooh, pass. Pass. He can go into different animals and stuff because it's Beast Boy. I'm gonna smash Beast Boy. Don't judge me. Kevin Levin. Don't even know. Seems like he's got angsty boy stuff. I'm smashing Cat Dog. Don't worry which side I'm smashing. Aku. Ooh. Smash. Heinz Doofenshmirtz. Doofenshmirtz is the dude. He looked like Erica. He looked like that dude from the Johnny Depp trial. The dude with the driest mouth on planet Earth. We're passing on that dude. Smash. Coco. Smash. Smash. I'm passing. Oh, pass. She's crazy, dude. She hoards your hair and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Pass. Bradley Carbuncle. Fucking pass. I don't even know what that's from. Blackfire, dude. Smash. What are you talking about? Grim. I'll smash death, dude. Azula. I don't even know, but smash. Ron Stoppable. He seems sweet. Smash. Don't worry about it. Alex. Oh yeah, smash that whole team. Judy Neutron. Yeah, smash Judy Neutron, dude. Ginger Foutley. Don't judge me, smash. Nikki Wong. I'm channeling my inner 12-year-old. Nikki Wong. Smash. Eduardo. Smash. Ed. No. Gotta have a brain. Juniper Lee. Pass. I'm good. It's the like Jinko's vibe. Chris. Smash. He'd take you places. Jamie Johnson. Pass. Ooh. Mandy. Pass. Susan Test. We've already had Susan Test. Arnold Shortman. Smash. Jake Long. Pass. Izzy. Smash. Boom. Bro. Pass on Aaron, bro. Smash. Don't judge me, smash. Miranda from As Told by Ginger Dude. Don't judge me. What is this fucking smash or pass, guys? This is sick. I don't know who this is. He looks sickly. Pearl Crabs. Smash and Pearl Crabs. Chip Skylark. Don't know you, dude. Get out of here. Darcy. Smash and Darcy. Stacy Erano. Pass. Eddie. Pass. He's just trying to get a quarter out of me, dude. I'm not gonna, no. Gwen, dude, smash, Gwen. What are you talking about? Pass. What? Smash Robin, don't judge me. Wilt. Smash. Duncan. Pass. Dookie. Pass. Robot Boy. Pass. Robot Boy super activated. Smash. Ishigo. Yeah. Smash. Jet. No. Captain Knuckles. You'd smash Sandy Nuts? Yeah, Erica. Straight up, probably. I would. I'm gonna pass on Captain Knuckles. Mandy. Yeah, smash. Cats. Pass. I'd smoke a cigarette with that cat though. Sam Manson. Smash. Jerry Lewis. Pass. Ember McLean. Smash. Zuko. Pass. Mojo Jojo. Smash. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Pass. Ed, the smart one of the bunch. Pass. Monique. Smash. Cornelia Hale. Pass. Good. Chef Hackett. Pass. Dr. Draken. Ooh, with the ponytail. Pass. Icy. Smash. Soka. Pass. Braceface. What? Pass. Sheen Estevez. Yo. Pass. Pass. Oh yeah, Smash Mojo. Yeah. Oh yeah. Frankie Foster. Smash. Him. Smash. Don't judge me. Sandy Cheeks. Smash. Techna. I don't know who that is. Smash. Ooh, Debbie Thornberry, dude. Smash. Pass, dude. No. Raven, smash. Layla, dude, who even is this? Smash. Iro, dude, I'm not gonna smash my mans. Pass. Kim Possible, dude, smash. Muriel, oh, you know, Courage's old lady, smash. Miss Keen, oh, dude, smash. Agent Gay, smash. Trixie Tang, oh, dude, pass. Bling Bling Boy, dude, what? Who even is Bling? Can I believe? I want to cosplay as a Bling Bling Boy, dude, pass. Stella, dude, not with that attitude. Vlad, smash. Nigel Thornberry, smash. Smash. Will Vandam, dude, smash. Brittany, you better believe smash, dude. It's Brittany's wedding day. We have to. Sheldon J. Plankton. I'm passing on Sheldon, dude. He's just trying to get the Krabby Patty secret formula, and I'm good. Linda Flynn Fletcher, dude, smash. Lee Kanker, pass, dude. That's like the girls that used to pick on me when I was a kid, tried to smooch on me and shit. Ingrid, third, smash. Maria Wong, no, pass. Cornelius Fillmore, pass. Starfire, smash. I think we did Blackfire, that's what it was. Dirk Darling, fucking pass. I don't like Elvis. I'm not feeling the Evil Knievel vibe, dude. Suki, yeah, you can sook me. All right, Hama, young Hama, sure. Larry the Lobster, dude. He is Chad as hell. I'd bang Larry the Lobster just to get Patrick's attention. You're boring and should fuck more. What? What? What is this quiz? So that was Smash or Pass Nicktoons from the mid 90s to early 2000s. So, God. Good Lord. Jeez. What were those results? Told me I was boring, needed to bang more. I'm not boring. Number one, I am pretty boring. I'm a pretty boring dude. I watch things like this, 10 riveting facts about Murder, She Wrote. You guys want to see my YouTube algorithm? It's boring, dude. Things Queen Elizabeth has never been allowed to do. Like, what is this playlist? What is this algorithm? What is this homepage? I am pretty boring. Right? Sook me. I'm down with Suki. Suki? Sook me? I can't even. Now I've just made her name dirty. Oof. Lordy. Britney Spears. Ooh. Yo, Jennifer Lopez has a documentary out, guys. I didn't know that. I wonder if it's good. I don't really want to jam a bunch of Jennifer Lopez on the stream because, you know, demonetize the video. But, guys, Jennifer Lopez. Let's see here. UN is concerned. British plan to fly asylum seekers to Rwanda. Ooh. So the UK is trying to move asylum seekers to Rwanda? What is
asylum
this?
seeker Hadi, not his real name, fled persecution in his home country of Iraq because he is gay. He shows the scars of a recent attempted rape.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Yeah.
He reached Britain in January after crossing the English Channel on a small dinghy. Now he is terrified of being sent to Rwanda.
Terrified? I mean, yo, this is horrible.
We suffered and escaped death. We crossed the sea, all to be sent to Rwanda? kill me or sentence me to death instead of sending me to Rwanda. I don't have anything to do with Rwanda. As a gay person and a supporter of refugees, this is an unjust and criminal decision.
Hadi is among...
That, I mean, this is crazy. Really? Lopez reacted the worst to South Park making fun of her? Says Justin. Really, dude? That sucks. You gotta really take South Park on the shoulder. They really did lay into Jennifer Lopez, though. They really did pick on her for a while. I know one of the two creators wore the Jennifer Lopez dress to like an award ceremony while tripping acid. Like, maybe they were trying to have some beef. I don't know.
More than 10,000 migrants this year alone.
10,000 migrants.
The English Channel in small boats to reach Britain. Dozens have died attempting the crossing. Britain says the flow has to stop. Earlier this year, British Home Secretary Priti Patel signed a deal to fly asylum seekers 6,000 kilometres away to Rwanda for processing there as a deterrent to migrants hoping to cross the channel.
We're a government, along with our partners, the government of Rwanda, finding new innovative solutions to global problems where I'm afraid other organisations and other countries, are not coming up with alternatives, and the status quo is simply not acceptable anymore.
The migrants will be housed in hostels like this one in Kigali.
At some point, once their status has been fixed, they will have to go and live with other Rwandans, but they will be free. They will not be prisoners.
The first flight, taking around 100 migrants to Rwanda, is scheduled June 14th. But the policy has been widely criticised, including by the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. A group of non-governmental organisations has launched a legal case to halt the flight. Among them is the charity Care for Calais.
People come from Sudan, Syria, Iraq, Iran. They are all terrified. They have all fled their home countries due to absolutely terrible circumstances. A number of them have suffered extreme torture or trafficking.
The plaintiffs say the policy breaches international refugee conventions.
There's got to be some domestic UK law that you rely on, because those treaties don't automatically become part of British law.
Lawyers for the migrants argue they could be denied a fair hearing in the Rwandan asylum system. Separately, lawyers are also arguing that specific individuals named on the flight should not be sent to Rwanda.
So it could be somebody who's been a victim of trafficking, for example. It could be somebody who has been wrongly age assessed as being an adult, and actually they say they're a child. It could be somebody who's got a serious illness.
This is crazy.
A court ruling is expected in the coming days. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.
Goodness, man. That's horrible, to be a refugee and then be shuffled off to Rwanda. Really, because of decisions made behind closed doors, things you'll never be, Oof. Okay. Well, I'm going to grab another drink and... Oh, wait, no, hold on. Let's check this out. A rebranded McDonald's is set to open in Russia.
Russia has already said goodbye to the Golden Arches. McDonald's has pulled out of the country following the conflict in Ukraine.
Whoa! No Mickey D's, dude?
Now, Sunday will be a big day for the country's burger lovers. The former McDonald's stores are due to reopen under new ownership and new branding. A new logo is supposed to represent 2 fries and a burger patty, though the chain doesn't yet have a name.
Cryptic, weird, spooky. Okay, hold on. I'll leave you guys on that, actually. I'm gonna go grab some drink real quick. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll be right back. Yeah, you heard that right. They are opening a Russian McDonald's-esque franchise. They've released this logo with no name yet. But they say it represents 2 fries and a burger patty, but I don't believe them.
The reopening
sounds like the Illuminati.
It's gotta be. Nothing but. What up?
University marketing expert Peter Gabrielson says there is a lot riding on day one.
In this type of consumer products, we are talking about repeat purchases, everything. So
more than day one. This franchise kind of has an uphill battle because they've got to replace McDonald's wholesale.
So they have to have this very great feeling from this first visit to then come again.
It's all a far cry from 1990, when Russia's first McDonald's opened in Moscow. It was a moment that symbolized the country's gradual opening to the world. The US giant went on to operate nearly 850 stores in Russia. It's taken a charge of $1.4 billion after selling them to local licensee Alexander Govor. McDonald's retains a right to buy the stores back within 15 years, though the terms of its sale deal are unclear. For now, the rebranding also looks like a moment heavy with symbolism.
That's crazy, Eric. I don't know why your voice chat's not working.
That is weird.
Justin's also having issues, so I'm wondering if it's if you're just far enough west, Arianthe, for it to work out for you.
Maybe.
I don't know. He's right over the line west. It's like, this'll work.
I'm pretty close to the time change zone.
Sky News looks like they're grilling Biden, but F that. Cryptid bingo. Give me a cryptid off the top of your head.
Is anything?
Anything.
The Deer Woman.
Deer Woman? Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna put this video on.
Native American folklore has a legend about the Deer Woman.
Native American folklore has this
favorite voice.
I like this guy. He location tagged it too. Keatonville.
In some tribal legends, she is shown as a spirit, while in others, she is depicted as a shapeshifter who gains her ability.
Sounds like Hank Hill.
It kind of sounds like these not deer and all this stuff going on in the Appalachian areas. All these not deer.
This is very specific, though. The Deer Woman is said to come to powwows, and you can tell that she's there because she has hooves instead of feet.
Oh, snap. She's an actual, like, goddess, deity kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of like Sasquatch, like a singular entity of her own. Yeah.
I like this photo of the lady with the antlers and the hawk.
She gorgeous.
The little falcon. That's pretty cool.
Her upper body is human, and her lower body is deer.
Oh.
She brings either blessings or curses, depending on a person's behavior.
Oh, yeah.
Elders tell stories about the Deer Woman to children and teens to encourage sexual responsibility.
Cautionary fertility goddess?
Yes.
Interesting. Man, how many folklore characters actually carry it? Like, you have, like, in the Torah, there's, like, a parable about a dragon that's supposed to be about masturbation, but I think that's the closest you get to, like, there being any kind of deification of something that's like, hey, don't be bumping uglies unless you're ready to have kids. There's no condoms yet.
Don't be super promiscuous.
Man, what? The saint of safe sex.
She is a protector of love, marriage, and fertility. She teases, torments, and kills unfaithful husband.
Ooh, what is this? What is it? Why did he hit he hit it with the fucking soundtrack? Hold up. That was like
that music change got me.
And promiscuous.
The deer woman will also fuck you up.
In some stories,
Oh, what?
disobedient children.
Oh. She's also
That's the version I was told.
She's an angry
Was
mom.
the disobedient children if you were out after night and blah 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 blah.
You'll dance unnoticed.
She'll send them nightshade bears after you.
She dances as long as the drums are played. She vanishes when the drumming stops. She will place a spell on a lustful man with her beauty and lure him into the deep woods. In some stories, she lures a man so deep into the woods where he will remain lost and alone. He eventually starves to death. In other stories, she will trample a man to death.
What?
A man can escape, however, by looking at her feet, which are actually
music.
Yo, but everything's good if she shows feet. What? Yo, what?
Oh man.
Yo.
The version I was always told when I was a kid was, if you're out after dark, you could be taken by the deer woman.
Oh my gosh. I like that there's a light at the end of the tunnel in the form of you just gotta look at her feet.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense because it shows a sign of respect with not making eye contact, but
Yeah.
also is like you are
Superior.
intentionally looking away because of the whole. If she's a seductress or whatever, if instead of looking at her beautiful face or whatever other beautiful parts there may be,
Yeah.
you look down instead.
It's a common thing in folklore. Feet, washing feet, looking at feet, judging people by their feet. Absolutely, Justin. It's I am so fuck. You hit a home run with Dear Woman. Whoa.
Yeah.
This is
It's one of my favorites.
I don't Rothline on YouTube. By the way, I don't know who this guy is, but I'm not mad at this.
He sounds like Hank Hill, but has very interesting musical taste.
This pre-use music is great.
she will run off. In some stories, her spell over a man is broken by the use of chants and tobacco.
So look at her feet and give her a cigarette. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Rub Dear Woman's feet and smoke a cigarette with her. She'll be your best friend.
Hello.
What up, what up, what up? Man. Dear Woman. Yes. Oh.
Josh picked it in like 2 seconds. He was like, it's all set.
There you go. All right. Erica, you got the screen share?
I do indeed.
Hell yeah. Did you see this about Dear Woman?
Yes, I did.
Oh.
I'm all about the feats.
Oh my gosh. Are told in many Native American tribes. Why is this part text? Is it just... Why did he text
They hate
it?
audio only people.
What?
No, I'm really close to Ponca. I'm super close to Ponca, but I live a stone's throw away from the Pawnee tribe. And they take this very, very seriously.
Okay. Okay.
So when they do powwows and stuff, we always get invited, and so we go, and like it's very serious.
I'm so kind of scared of the Dear Woman, but I feel like I have enough things around to bless this lady. I feel like I could get her on my side. I like small feet. I like tobacco.
Just over here like, no, we don't have to go through all this drama. Here, take this bong. Also, let me polish them hooves.
I'm into her safe sex kind of pro-choice message. I'm all about Dear Woman. This might be the patron deity of MURKradio going forward, because right now the patron cryptid is thick Biggie, thick butt cheeks Bigfoot, and I feel like we could do better. Oh man,
He's kind of a badass.
oh Sweet Tooth on Netflix.
It's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
I think it's cute.
the graphic novel I've always heard was really good.
Accidentally, he came
For the
to a
comic
pretty
series.
woman. She was completely dressed in deerskin. Straight away, he wanted to court her.
See, right here, it looks like we have an actual report of the Dear Woman. Let's check this out.
When he saw the woman, she motioned to him to approach. "Well, I will have you for my sweetheart," Deer said to her.
Pretty sure that's a Hare Krishna chant in the background, though.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
We have Hare Krishnas in town here, and I love them. I go down to the hippie district sometimes, and if it's like
Cool.
if it's like a Friday or Saturday night, they're out with their drums and their tambourines and stuff. Oh, that's a fun time.
That's how it used to be whenever you would walk down, like, downtown Kansas City, going towards the Cheesecake Factory.
You got to give them the pray hands and let them know, like, no, I've read I've read that book. I'm good. I love you.
Yeah, I got you.
I love this. This is a good time.
I always want to dance with them, and every time I do, Derek's like, stop.
They're going to try to get you to go to an event, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's why they're there. That's why it's a recruitment drive, and it's okay.
They're a more excited version of the tie-wearing Mormons that come to my door.
Yeah. Yo, I hang out with them.
On their bicycles.
I hang out with the Mormons. Unintentionally trick them into helping me with housework.
There you go.
I'd listen to you, but I got all these dishes to do. We'll help you with dishes for realsies? Okay.
Hey, man, you can tell me all you need to tell me.
Let's talk about it. Cut to now, I'm like, oh shit. Now what if I get a Mormon at the door, I'm gonna be like, you knocked on the right door, homie. I got a whole story for you. Get in here. I am the 5th great grandson of your prophet. What is up? Yo, I'm liking this kind of account of the Dear Woman so far, though. But the Hare Krishna was a little bit distracting. I was like, I'm pretty sure that's just the Hare Krishna in the background.
She said to him. Then he went to her. He was just going to touch her. To his surprise, she gave a cry. The deer suddenly jumped and ran off, looking backwards. Then he saw her to be Deer. Then Deer was ashamed of being deceived from the desire to make love. Then he went back because he was ashamed. Some time afterward, Deer became like a deer. In the middle of the camp circle, Deer was chased like a deer. Like a deer, he cried. Like a deer, he leaped. Like a deer, he fled on the open prairie. All pursued him. When they caught him, his eyes looked different. Deer had his mouth open. All held him. At last, he ceased being a deer. For this he is named Deer.
What?
Dear.
What? This is a whole vibe. This guy's got a whole opening in association with chaos theory. The Dear Woman. Whoa! Your audio's mixed wild. I'm digging this fan art.
Her otherworldly beauty has been
Whoever
known
made
to
this
entice
really
many
just
a
heard
man.
chanting and went,
Passionate.
yeah, that's native.
yeah, these guys are kind of like slap this together.
Heavy drums and chanting? Definitely native.
I think they typed in Indian free use, and they're like, all right, Krishna, sure, that's Native American. Like, no, it's not. Different Indian, bro. Proper Indian. That's Native American, homie. Type in Native American, tribal, anything, music. Don't just settle on Hare Krishna.
Dance and powerful curiosity. a benign spirit, or a dangerous entity? Of the many legends and myths of the Native American tribes, the Deer Woman is one of the most mysterious. The Deer Woman, or sometimes known as the Deer Lady, is a spirit that takes various forms in Native American mythology. She is also known as a figure that is primarily associated with fertility and love. She is also known to lure promiscuous men to their deaths. Her stories are found in many tribes and peoples across the country, told to children and young adults to instruct men to avoid and to caution women against promiscuity. When she plays the villain, she has been known to lure men with great beauty and powerful magic, the victim of her spells and violence.
And this is clearly like a photo of a centaur, but I'm okay with it because it is depicting you got a deer lady bottom, but I'm imagining a little bit different than this, whatever this guy is going on with his fan art.
Are usually unmarried men or unfaithful husbands, bringing them in closer with the promise of sexual conquest, only to be trampled under cloven feet or drained of their life essence.
Oof, because you ran through the woods starving. You were just running through the woods starving. You didn't look at feet. You didn't show any respect. You fucking didn't, no tobacco on you.
What you get?
Some clean living LA Chad cheating on his wife, gets stuck in the woods. This is a good horror movie premise. We get to watch some yoga instructor just absolutely get. He's got to learn to show some respect to Deer Woman.
Yeah.
Ooh, similar to that.
I hope it has Tara Reid in it.
Tara Reid from Sharknado.
Yeah.
Gotta have Tara Reid.
You may.
Anybody who makes a movie like this is either gonna have Tara Reid or like Hayden Panettiere.
Mario Lopez.
We just won't tell Tara Reid where all the money actually went. We're just like, don't worry, we're not shuffling money behind the scenes. Like you get paid on scale, Tara. Everyone is. Sure, everyone. It's like, are you sure? Because Patrick Stewart's here. It's like, don't worry about it. It's everyone gets paid on scale. Everyone's getting paid the same. No, don't worry about it. Oh.
Patrick Stewart will be the narrator.
Ooh. See, you can't fail with something narrated by Patrick Stewart nowadays.
Yeah.
You can't. It's going to play on
The last
nostalgia.
guy sounded like Hank Hill.
This guy, the last guy sounded like Hank Hill. These guys sound like some young dudes. Yeah, some teenagers into it.
Yeah.
Just really flexing
This is probably for a project.
Yeah, like they're flexing their editing skills, or they're building some kind of like crazy role play game, like some kind of tabletop game or something.
They're introducing Deer Woman into D&D now.
Yeah, or like they're making their own cryptid-based Native American folklore, or all folklore.
That'd be really cool, though. I'd play it.
I mean, we could try to develop our own.
Let's do it.
We could be like, agents investigating cryptids.
Let's do it.
We could craft a tabletop game.
Between Justin and I bet we could get a pretty hefty
You know what
list
show
of
you guys
cryptids.
like on sci-fi? It's called The Magicians.
Ooh.
But it has very much all these cryptid kind of vibes in it, and but not like generic, like not your usual, like, oh, this, that. Like there's a twist to it.
Oh.
You guys should try to watch
Magicians
it.
is favorite modern depiction of magic in a fantasy series.
I want to.
Yeah, but it had. You watched it, Justin?
Oh yeah, I love it. I've read the book and watched the whole series.
My baby mama liked The Magicians. I want to say it was pretty interesting to catch in the background sometimes. You know what I mean? I want to say
Once you get past the once you realize what the story is about, it kind of changes your perspective of the first few seasons.
Hell yeah. Great.
Right, like you think you know what's going on, like your typical story, but then it's like, nope, just kidding.
Oh, the main character isn't the main character, but he is the main character, but he isn't the main character.
Okay,
Yep.
see, I remember something like that going on where there's like an alternate reality situation kind of thing, I thought. Or like a different, like a magical, there's a place where, I don't know. I remember there being like a dimensional thing or something like that. A dimensional twist to the Magicians. But
Sounds like something I need to watch.
But I wouldn't be mad at.
Oh yeah, you should watch it, Ari. You'll
Can't
like
watch
it.
with the kids around though. This is a lot of.
Well, your kids would probably be fine, Ari.
Yeah, my kids are weird.
Yeah, but there's a lot of like sexy time.
Oh yeah, no, they wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Like Caden is at the age, he's 12, and he's at that age where he's like, boobs are cool, but also I don't want anyone to know that I think boobs are cool.
Yep. Keeping it on the down low.
Yeah.
You know, hey. Yeah.
But we all know. We already all know. Boobs cool.
What do you call that, Selena? Let us know in the chat.
Such tales tell
Yeah.
that if a mortal were to have sexual intercourse with such an
What is this,
otherworldly
joke?
being, that
Spicy.
no human mate could ever satisfy them again, causing them to be alone and leaving them to a loveless and painful existence.
You think some strange in Tampa is one thing, boy. You get hit by another. You bang a cryptid, and apparently nothing's good ever again. Apparently, it's just over. Like that's the booty you want. Oh,
there are many who believe the Deer Woman is not a villain, but rather a gangway for the true conflict of traditional values versus the sexism and misogyny that came from colonization.
That's fair. That's interesting. It's an interesting take.
That, in fact, the Deer Woman are not malicious, but are highly cultured and revered beings. By punishing sexual behaviors that are caused by colonial patriarchy.
Yeah, I like it.
The Deer Women are rebuilding the way of the mothers and grandmothers, the sacred way of the woman that was the norm of tribal gynocracy prior to colonization. Other stories.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, angry mama deer, dude.
Fun, right?
Yes, I'm into
Traditions describe the sighting of the Deer Woman to be a sign of personal transformation or warning. In most cases, her presence is seen as a bad omen, as the Deer Women have extreme curiosity of human culture and society. They love to dance and will join in Native American ceremonies, joining a communal dance unnoticed, and will often leave when the drum beats cease, or unless discovered for her true identity. In that case, it is said that the chanting and the burning of tobacco will repel her. It is also said that noticing her cloven feet will cause her to run away. It is my belief the Deer Woman can encompass all of these things: a vicious entity or a champion of Native American culture, a being shrouded in mystery and deep-rooted in the legends of the original peoples of this country.
Damn.
I like her.
I like the Deer Woman. Man, John Landis apparently is behind a horror film called There's Already a Deer Woman.
Oh, well, look at that.
Oh man.
Is it Tara Reid?
It's I don't think so.
Hayden Panettiere.
What is this?
Deer Woman is best described as a strange black comedy. This one establishes the tone right away. And while there are some supernatural themes and some gore, it's never frightening or full of suspense. However, it is an unusual narrative with unusual people and ideas.
See, we could do better than this.
John Landis, on the other hand,
Already, we can do better than this.
There's no Tara Reid.
stretch to call this a horror film. It's nonetheless a lot of fun and never dull.
What the fuck was that deer trucker?
That was some elf magic.
That was some truly midnight movie.
Brian Benben, who was continuing
Z-list shit.
in a dry, sardonic style, deserves a lot of credit for this. The sequence in which he imagines many situations wherein the murders may have occurred.
This not Owen Wilson dude over here. Jeez. Guys, if you're a viewer out there, get in the Discord, hop in this voice chat. Watch my screen share in Discord. You can see it. Probably better quality, probably larger. Oh my gosh.
Is amusing, gruesome, and quite imaginative. Landis even puts in some self-referential comedy. Dwight's boss warns him at one point, this isn't 1981, and this isn't London. demonstrating that the whole thing is done with tongue.
He's somehow not a Wilson brother and not a Costner. You know what I'm saying?
Giving off Costner vibes.
Yeah, Costner vibes in this shot. Like, he's somehow both.
Cheek.
Because this is not 1981, this is not London.
Anthony Griffith is also brilliant in his supporting part, playing off Ben Ben's caustic humor. At the same time, Cynthia Mora, who portrays the eponymous character without speaking a word, is stunningly attractive, to the point where you could see how she would have no issue charming the occasional drunken truck driver. The setting and the cinematography are flawless. And
That's like a weird burn. You'd see how she'd have no issue charming the occasional drunk truck driver? Like, dude, that's not a compliment.
Rude. No, that's rude.
And she doesn't speak at all.
These truck drivers, fucking idiots.
What a rude ass thing to say about a very pretty person.
They're so lonely.
I think she can do a lot. But why don't you? Yeah, you can use a different example and still make your point there. Dude at Marvelous Videos. Jeez.
Landis is once again at the top of his game. He manages to pull surprisingly genuine personalities from his performers, who are coping with such a ridiculous scenario that the whole thing could have easily devolved into a farce. Faraday, a once talented detective, played by Brian Benben, has been demoted to weird calls guy until one of those calls lead him to a dark-haired, yellow-eyed woman, who might just be the embodiment of an ancient Native American legend, in which men are seduced and afterwards brutally murdered by a half-woman, half-deer creature. So, let's take a deeper look into the world of the Deer Woman. Before we get into our explanation, however, we have a very small request. If you like our content...
No, you guys like, share, and subscribe to this channel, MURKradio. Smash it. Smash it now. Smash the like. Smash the subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when I go live.
That way next time we can talk about the Rougarou.
The what?
The Rougarou.
We're gonna, yeah, right. Text it, message it to yes. Don't let me forget it.
Okay.
Don't let me forget it. I have to work crazy hours the next few days, but
the Rougarou is like Cajun. That's Cajun folklore.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh snap. We'll get into it.
Now, let's begin.
I'm assuming they're pulling from the film with these shots. Those are bad shots.
Sneak peek into story. Set at a lodge in an unnamed northern hamlet in Washington state, where numerous truck drivers seek solace in drink and women. A few of these truckers...
Is this our movie for viewing party?
Yeah, this movie review. They've made a Deer Woman movie, and we were talking about making a Deer Woman movie, and we could do way better, even with just a Discord D&D campaign based around cryptids, including Deer Woman. Wow.
Another driver crying in agony inside one of the trucks. His curiosity is aroused. The inebriated trucker inspects the vehicle, but walks away when it becomes silent. The door is then thrown open a few moments later. Detective Dwight Faraday fired...
Why are all the truckers in this movie like second-class humans?
Right?
I don't get it.
Truckers in film have had a rough go, haven't they?
They really have.
They really
to all the truckers that possibly are listening, or people that know a trucker, tell them thank you.
There's a bunch of people I know post-COVID and during COVID that picked up the young people that got their license.
Dad used to be a trucker.
Really? See,
thank you.
It seems to be a pretty legitimate ass, like, stable job. Especially if you have the time. Like, there's one YouTuber that I watch who was a young dude, went from, like, airsoft videos or something to, like, I'm a trucker now. It's really good money, and I don't pay rent, because why would I?
Hell of a jump.
Yeah, like, he made like, he really built a life off of it. So I think if it's a career path you are even slightly interested in, you should check it out. It's not gross. What did this dude say? She could even seduce drunk truckers, or you could see how she could seduce drunk truckers.
That was so shitty.
That was such a shitty thing to say. And you could tell by the way dude said it, like he did not. He thought it was a compliment.
Yeah.
This is, some of you guys out there, some of you men, are just the worst. Just the worst. Just in that you look beautiful today. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ooh, what up? Who we got? Oh,
Hi.
What up?
Shit, can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, is this Selena?
It is. Hi. Can
What?
you see me?
I can. We can see you.
Here, and
No
see
way.
you.
How are you doing? Hi.
Oh.
This is me. This is my partner Onyx, who's playing Animal Crossing. So we're just we're of a different breed, but that's okay. We get on well.
Hell yeah. That looks like that's a similar switch to what Lux has going on.
Nice.
Lux is hella into Animal Crossing too. Like,
Be my friend. Visit my island.
tell you all about it because I
Nothing
get.
there.
I thought the game
If you
was.
need some supplies, like Onyx is like one of these people who just like hoard stuff because they've like got this system going where they manage to collect as much of the good shit as possible, and they'll invite you to their island to like just come and clear shit, like just take stuff.
That's
So
cool.
never share your island.
Yeah, we gotta
Shared my island with my kid, and he took all my stuff.
gotta get hooked up with. You gotta get hooked up with Lux. I thought the game was genuinely about animals fighting for the longest time.
The Chelsea.
Oh, yeah.
Or are they joking? I don't know.
No, I don't know. Do you want Onyx's Switch code seriously? Because
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hit up.
Post mine in the pictures section of the Discord, and then add me.
Yes, and I'll get Lux's attention to it so Lux can share hers.
Wicked. Which section? Sorry, in the Discord.
We'll put it in pics and such.
There you go.
Pics and such. Yeah, I got to say that like last time I was like chatting on the MURKradio Hangout stuff, and it was like, oh, join the Discord. I was like, okay, and then I just got really shy, and I haven't been back since.
Until now.
Welcome back. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, welcome back. Hey, the Discord can be overwhelming. I've noticed it's a lot. It's a whole ass new app. Like, and they keep changing it. They keep changing it.
It's true. They do.
Yeah, like I'm 40 now, and I just feel like I'm not down with the kids, because I can't get on Discord as efficiently as they can. Like, when did this happen? I used to be a techie.
I wish there was a sleeker, more slimmed down kind of alternative that still let me, I don't know, do as much as I do with Discord. Or, well, Lux and Umbra do everything, and Arianthe, you guys run the Discord. I feel like I'm never in it, unless I'm like legit in the voice chat running a show or something.
I feel your pain.
Oh. Well, I'm so glad you guys are here, man. We're finally geared. We got 3 more episodes after this of the Hangout, and then we're putting that label for the stream to rest, and then we're gonna probably just do no label live streams.
Nice.
YouTube.
But would you still have the Discord stuff going on?
Oh yeah.
Just not calling it the Hangout.
Yeah.
Forever and ever.
Yeah. Just do that Action Bronson thing where I change the name of a show 5,000 times.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I think the Hangout though, for me actually, this is some feedback if you want it. I know it's unsolicited, but like some of the being called the Hangout made it seem inviting.
Yeah.
In that it's like, oh, maybe it is for me as well.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going for, and I kind of wanted to keep it going, but I think I'm too flighty to keep the same graphics and stuff for too long.
Yeah, I get you.
So I get to where I'm like,
Fewer words have ever been spoken.
yeah, yeah, really flighty. Like, I get tired of the way something looks really fast, really fast. I think it's why I like BBC productions that are like, this is 4 episodes and then we're done, fuckers. You might get more.
Yeah, American series are like 23 episodes long, right?
Yes, they'll let you live in the world. Filler episodes on filler episodes.
Yeah, BBC loves 3-part series.
Oh, it's my favorite thing in the
They're
world.
like an hour and a half long each, 3 parts.
Yeah, it's all you need.
I love 3-part series. That way I can get a conclusion. Sometimes if things go on too long, I just stop paying attention because I'm like, I'm done with this world.
There's a lot of stuff in America. Yeah, there's a lot of American stuff written from the hip, where it's like
Yeah.
they sign these massive contracts to extend their show for so long, but it's like, they don't have a plan. And then you end up with some of the crazy American tropes that we have, where it's like twin brothers to bring a cast member back, or like evil multiverse, It's
Yeah, and you just have to get a team in to say, like, this is what we want to do, like, come up with some new ideas to keep it going.
Yep. Yep. And when you straight up see an American series like mid-season clearly move hands from one writing team to another writing team, like you don't necessarily get that with like a BBC
Dexter
production.
season 7 or 6 and 7 or something. No, was it 7 and 8?
Oh, there is a Dexter season that just changes pace in the middle of it. That's right. That's right. There's I'm loving catching up with Trek right now, because while they keep the same like writers and stuff, it feels like they're learning from fan reaction in a way. Like the show's gone from like really loose with like lore and canon and like what people like really hold, like us lore nerds hold like really firm about Star Trek. They started off completely loose, and now they're like a very rigid production with like, no, we're gonna reference stuff that's in video games. We're done with your nonsense. We hired some experts that know everything about Trek, so we got you. And it's weird to see it I forget when it happens in Star Trek Discovery, but there's like, I think it's the first episode of season 2 where they introduce Anson Mount as Pike. It's like, what? Where did this come from? Why are you? When did this happen? Why is this a whole ass different show? And I loved it.
You need to rewatch it, I think.
Yeah, and there's a new season out that we haven't watched.
There's a new season we haven't seen yet. Which season is that? 3?
Ooh, there's Discovery's got a 3 and a 4 now, where they're in the future.
Okay, so it's 4 we haven't seen. Sorry, it's been a while.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. You're gonna have a really good time.
We were really enjoying it, weren't we?
Really? Okay, good. See, Star Trek Discovery got so much heat there for a minute, but it's like, I know there has to be some love for this. It keeps getting renewed. I couldn't love it more.
There's love.
I'm
a next generation baby myself, but like Discovery really renewed my faith in the Trek Enterprise, as you will, if you will.
Yeah.
And I think the whole geekiness about the mycelial network and like just all of that stuff, having like studied like genetics and stuff at uni, it was just, I loved it. And just the queer representation, the like non-binary character kind of stuff.
Actually going there with the trill, like, the original writer, like the writers of the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine wanted to go there, like
Deep Space Nine is my favorite. Like a true trans person, Deep Space Nine all the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, Deep Space Nine seems to be the one that all the trans people love.
Deep Space, and rightfully so. That's some of the best writing, and like you can tell there's people behind the scenes who are like for inclusion and for a diverse cast. And the Next Generation, even like in the first episode, you have them subtly putting things in that like made it past censors, made it past all the old gray-haired people who would shoot stuff down back in the day. Like, like to see Discovery, and it's truly a celebration of them finally being able to go there where they've wanted to go from the jump. Like, that was Gene Roddenberry's idea. Like, this is
where no man has gone before.
Yes, and this is it's supposed to be like, like the cast fighting to keep the Uhura Kirk kiss. Like this is a diversity conversation that goes back to like the genesis of the show. Like,
it's been one of the most kind of like socially kind of accepting. I want to say accepting or like progressive almost shows.
Yeah.
Like for it's like sci-fi, and it's like seen it's geeky and nerdy and stuff, but it's like actually subtly just really super progressive just by like kind of like by demonstration. Does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? It's not
yes,
like
it's
trying to teach anyone anything. It's just saying, oh, in the future, this is what it might be like.
it's idealistic, and it's meant, it's building an ideal to reach for, and that's, you know, the goal of it. And I feel like Discovery, like they are doing that, like, and again, Stamets with the mycelial network stuff. Like, to touch on that, I'm a big fan of just anything in the realm of like being a psychonaut. I've eaten a lot of mushrooms myself. I'm really into the work of you know, what's his name, Paul Stamets, the actual scientist they base Stamets off of. You know,
I didn't realize that at all.
Yeah. Was it when we watched that mushroom documentary on Netflix?
Yeah.
He's a fascinating person, and his line of research is going to innovate. It's gonna cause innovations in the realm of like mental health and actual just repairing our body in a way with medicines we've never thought to use before. So to see it applied to space travel.
Yes.
Yeah. I really love the theory about how basically early humans ate these mushrooms and then sort of developed society as a result. I love that so much. I mean, I've only had mushrooms once, but I can so see that.
I think there's definitely something to like the stoned ape theory. Like there has to be something to the stoned ape theory. I know I've eaten enough mushrooms to feel like I've gone fully primal. Like I've reached that feral part of the brain where you were just living in base needs mode. And I couldn't imagine starting there and taking that. You know what I mean? Like that would cause you to that would cause your frontal lobe to create imaginative conclusions that you never would have come to on your own. And that's really the whole point of psychedelics, right? To come up with imaginative conclusions.
As an ape.
Yeah.
You come up with humanity. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's so good.
Civilization.
Oh, so good. There's elements within Star Trek too that you don't get in really any other science fiction fare. Things like the Prime Directive, the concept of being able to look at something in awe or disgust or shock or anger, but also not being able to intervene because it's morally wrong to do. It's a cultural thing. Like that's a tough thing to touch on.
It's like, no, we're not allowed to interfere with this species because they're like previously untouched by this outside technology. We can't do that. Like or like this isn't our war. This is not our territory. All we can do is like. Yeah, it's really interesting.
And this is post-colonial literature. I mean, is what this is. I mean, at the end of the day, you have this sentiment anyway. Like you don't get this in classical literature. This sentiment of we can't interfere. Normally, the story is we have to save them from themselves, and that's not the point of a lot of Star Trek. You know, like. They're this loving. It's so interesting how it's crafted, and again, you don't get it. You only get it if it's a post-colonial Earth, and the fact that that's also represented in the story. That like there's an added eugenics war to this sci-fi human history.
It's always coming from a place of compassion, isn't it? Even if there's like real conflict going on, you can always feel the compassion.
Yes,
I really like that.
This is a sci-fi governmental structure built off of a foundation of we've had to rebuild ourselves. We've blown ourselves up. You know, it's very much from the perspective of we've lost and the enemy was ourselves. We've done that. Like we're going to make sure that doesn't happen. And if that's happening to you, that might just have to happen to you for you to learn that lesson. I know, but you know what I mean? Like the kind of implication is that humans were too dumb to learn that themselves. So they, or, you know what I mean? Like for a long time, like if aliens would have intervened, it would have made things worse. And we know that. And I feel like it's the most realistic representation of what we could become. You know, it's...
Yeah.
When you see things like Star Wars or Dune, it's like, you know, no.
Story, it's very different. It's not about. It's a very, very, very different tale. I think Star Wars and Star Trek I don't know why people compare them so much.
Yeah.
They're both about space. They both have star in it. Like star something.
Yeah.
But like one is a fantasy and one is like really like looking at social issues and
Yeah, one's social commentary and in my opinion post-colonial literature, and the other one is just fantasy. It's space fantasy. It's showing that to Lux. Lux was trying to explain that, and I kind of summed it up like that, and she was like, "Yes, exactly. It's Star Wars is knights in space. It's wizards and knights and princesses.
Yes.
It's it's
and it's almost like it's one episode of it, isn't it? Right, really.
Yeah.
Each Star Wars is just like one little episode, and one of them's just a prequel to that episode. So it's like,
yeah, it's all basically it's that's great for bedtime. It's like a bedtime story in space. And I love it. I love Star Wars a lot. I love Star Wars a lot, but it is the child in me that loves Star Wars and the adult in me that loves Star Trek.
yeah.
Star Trek has evolved.
I didn't realize actually how much Star Trek I think is based on like our like earthly culture already. Like until I saw like I've been watching lots of United Nations meetings.
Yeah.
Because I'm that level of geek. Especially with the Ukraine war kind of like starting, I really wanted to know exactly how it was being handled. And it really, honestly, it looked like a Star Trek Federation meeting.
Yeah.
I get this now. This is real.
We're going to start noticing things too, like on the technology side of things. And I can't stress this enough. Like the guy who designed and patented the first flip phone got the idea from the communicator. Like now like Star Trek absolutely met the prompt, which the prompt was set an ideal to reach for. And they did it. Like they didn't just it's not that we're even finding that things are like Star Trek. Things are being created to get us there. Yes. And what
we're moving closer to the machine where you put the atoms in and it creates the thing that you want to come out of it. Whether like what food do you want, or I want a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
You put the proteins, the atoms into the machine, and it's there. Like,
the person who made the custom candy shop that it 3D prints the candies said they got their idea from the Star Trek replicator. Like it's gonna happen. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, and it'll be cool. Like I'm still like not very optimistic on like the prospects of there actually being intelligent alien life out there that's like anywhere close to us. You know what I mean? Like in form. Like I don't think we're gonna see, Homo this or that.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna probably
the odds of it being carbon based. I don't know how likely that is because I only know the odds of being in a carbon based life form on Earth myself.
Yeah, and
we might be the odd ones out being carbon based.
There's times it feels like we're an outlying worm feasting on the corpse of an explosion, and that's okay. Like if that's all we find out there, that's okay. But at least we will be as close to Starfleet as possible when we do it, and that doesn't mean humanity can't branch out in a bunch of different ways. We could reach oneness and then still branch out in different ways. I think there'll be one thing I also love about things like Voyager, right? You have like Chakotay, where you're keeping Native American traditions and tribalistic cultures relevant and alive into the future. Like the Next Generation writers really, really knew the prompt, like more than the censor boards would even let them at certain times. So revolutionary. Thank you for helping me meet the hashtag today. I put hashtag Star Wars and Star Trek and didn't really even gab about them for too long. I just needed something to fill the air for the first hour while people showed up.
I feel like this was meant to happen. I was like, I didn't even see those tags. I'm just like, wait, we're talking about Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah.
Hello, Jackie.
I'm I'm having a good time with Obi-Wan Kenobi because I put myself in this place of like, you know, they're rewriting what I've known, you know, with Star Wars.
Right.
Because I've read expanded lore novels my whole life. My whole life, I could tell you about Mara Jade. I could tell you about all the extended lore characters that they don't have in the sequels and whatever. You know, I'm not going to be that gripey teenage ball bag. I'm going to enjoy it like the 10, 11-year-old that watched the Death Star blow up in that CG remastered one they put in theaters, you know? Like, I'm going to go back to that, and I gotta say it doesn't disappoint. I think I could watch Darth Vader walk into a room and be pissed just over and 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 over again. And you get like, you know, one scene of it in this last episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and it was like, oh, I was just little. If little kid me was in the room, I'd already be dressed like Darth Vader hitting shit with a red lightsaber. Just bopping the back of my little sister's big ass head. We all have big heads. It's a thing. This is hereditary. When they say shake what your daddy gave us, we sometimes have to get a neck brace afterward. Yeah.
There's a bunch of bobblehead babies.
Yeah, we got big heads. Extra centimeter on average, the whole family.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Your poor mama.
Oh yeah, nice until there's a baby mama that's like, buh.
Well, now everything is ruined. Thank you.
Yeah. They go from I love you to get out of my house real quick. Real quick.
Well, Onyx has a weirdly tiny head, which means that when we take photographs, I have to make sure that they're in the foreground. So that my head is massive. So I'm behind them now and they look the same size.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Derek, the other way around. Look at it. Look.
Oh.
Yeah, just a tiny head. You know the film Beetlejuice? There's this guy.
Yeah, the shrunken heads.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The shrunken heads.
Strangers on the internet.
Oh.
And now we put you in front, and your head's almost the size of mine.
Oh.
And no,
I'll be telling the strangers on the internet all my secrets.
Oh no. Oh honey, we have many secrets. Listen, Merc folks, one of the reasons as well why I've disappeared for a while is because I've had the most insane life story happening to me. Like, I was in a polycule, which is a polyamorous relationship where we're all in a relationship with one another. It kind of like turned out that like one of the people who was like newest in the kind of relationship sort of scene was not who they turned out to be.
Oh.
But that wasn't it. It was another person who we knew much better in the polycule who was actually orchestrating this massive manipulative thing. And it was like, seriously, it like I was fucking a couple of weeks ago, I was Facebook live streaming because one of the housemates that I was living in had called the police because Onyx was yelling at them through the door for being an arsehole through their bedroom door. They phoned the police but told the police about me.
What?
Because I'm the scary dick one, right? Yeah, so I've had some insane stuff. Like, it's been like living in a movie, and I really want to tell you about it because it's so interesting.
Go off.
I have so much respect for people that can handle polyamory and relationships in that way, because somebody looks at Derek and I'm like, what the fuck are you looking at? You know? I couldn't do it.
That is your Ponfar, though.
So
that's your
much respect.
That's your Vulcan mate. That goes back. That one's
I just genuinely don't. I have a hard time being in a relationship, period. Because, well, I'm a Sagittarius, and for anybody who cares, I'm a triple Sagittarius, so it's already hard, right? And so whenever I find the one fish that I like, I'm like, this is my fish, you know? And so people look at him, and I'm like, don't get your own fucking fish.
Get off my mountain.
I will, before I kick you off of it, get out of here, you know? And they're like, I'm just bringing you your mail.
Wait, that's some
Mail,
wedding.
M-A-L-E. Like,
That's some renewal of vows stuff. You got to let them know that you still feel just as passionately as a hormonal teenager when someone looks
I told
at
him one day, I was like, one day I'm just gonna have to pee on your feet.
I've gone full animalistic.
While making uncomfortable eye contact with whoever it is that's talking to you.
We're there in Starfleet outfits, like, we gotta let this happen, guys. This is the way her people roll.
I have so much respect for anybody in a polyamorous relationship, because I'm like, I think it's because I don't understand to a degree, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's
I get you.
Fucking respect, because boy, I have a hard time liking one person already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always as well thought, like, do you know, I can't actually give my attention to more than one person at once. It turns out, though, that, like, there's this one person who's a huge part of my life anyway, who I'm actually his partner with, and I've adored them for years. They've adored me, and I didn't realise. This one told me, he was like, I think you're in love with Aaron.
Aww.
But
that's so cute.
So they saw it before I did, and yeah, it's true. I'm utterly in love with Aaron, and we all are, all three of us. But yeah, there was this other person involved, and I think that I wouldn't be able to handle polyamory with many people, but with this one, with Onyx, we're so open and vulnerable with one another, and we're just I don't know. I learned a lot from Onyx. Actually, they're 10 years younger than I am. About to turn 30 on Monday, and so they grew up with this kind of like openness that I didn't experience, and with their parents being polyamorous as well, they kind of had a bit more of a sense that it's okay. Whereas I still get like feelings of like, is this all right that I'm showing affection towards Aaron in front of you, and I'm worried that it's like a problem, and it's not.
That's really beautiful. See, that's another thing. I can't be vulnerable with more than one person. I mean, I'm in therapy, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, therapy helps.
Yeah, the vulnerableness of it. I don't know. I'm completely ignorant when it comes to polyamory. My ass is just like, couldn't do it because I'm a jealous bitch.
Hey, it is. It's super
I'm the
cool.
queen of my roost. I need everyone's attention on me.
It's super cool that they have like the added almost cultural benefit of Onyx coming from a background of a family that was polyamorous and that being open. So you have a roadmap, which is nice. You know, a lot of people, myself included, I fall back into caveman jealousy easy. I mean, it's a character flaw of mine.
Bad, isn't it?
Oh, genuinely.
I'm so bad about it. He's like, I was
the-
just asking her where the meat shelf was. We're in the store, and I'm like, okay, don't talk to her. And he's like, okay, weirdo, you know.
Yeah, Lux and I
think that it's being able to put yourself in that position in little incremental steps, so that you can get used to the feeling and sitting with the feeling, the discomfort, and then realizing that nothing bad happens afterwards.
Yeah.
That's really beautiful.
That makes sense.
Being able to pull positivity toward your passionate side from that situation, I would imagine too, right? Like, I hear that there's power in that at the end of the day. But hey, experiencing anything that's unfamiliar, in my opinion, can be enlightening. It should be. Should be. If it's not, I normally don't ever do it again. You know. So when I see people, adopting a lifestyle, it's like, well, there's obviously something hella enlightening when it comes to the passionate side of your life.
Sure.
I think that what really works for us is recognizing that we're not everything to one another, and that we are individuals, and our role in our relationship, really not even a role, it's just like, if we're in a relationship, we should be enhancing one another's life, not making it more challenging or
making it easier for each other.
Yeah,
Somebody needs to tell my husband that.
Yes.
When it's both ways, when you're both like thinking, right, yeah, I'm here. If we're enhancing one another's life, then this is good, right? Because then you're also seeing what you get out of it. It's not about giving anything up.
That's been a process for me. I've been embracing as slowly as probably humanly possible. But at 31 now, I'm really like, that's become my priority. Is not how can I enhance my own situation or life with my paycheck? How can I make it easier on Lux? My current relationship, and I get exactly what you're saying there. Like it's
really
you get it back.
Yeah,
don't you?
Yeah, it's really hard to move out of that when you, I don't know, like my background in particular, it's a lot of self-survival, and when I have anything for myself, it's for myself. And not that I was a particularly selfish person. Again, like I provide a home, spoil people, you know what I mean, help people out when I can, but like it wasn't necessarily like I was excited for a payday to get, my past relationships something sweet, and now I'm becoming that person. You know what I mean? Like enhancing their life, making it, giving them something to look forward to. Even like Lux and I live on a grid. We are 5 minutes away from where we work. We work at the same place. It's like we work on site or live on site. So like.
The same.
Yeah, even in my brain, I'm mentally ill, so there's a side of me that is incredibly paranoid, and I'm really good at identifying that now. So like, like Lux, there's no way on earth she would ever has been with anybody in the past, or would consider being like unfaithful, or like there's no, like there wouldn't be time in the day, and we live 5 minutes. There's no, you know what I mean? Like there's no plausible way, and even still my brain will go there, and I'm good about joking about it, like, oh, you're going to see Steven, your other boyfriend, and it's like there's no other, what I mean, like we laugh, there's no other boyfriend. And
this is great that you're able to recognize this jealousy. This is a really key part of like polyamory, to sort of like being able to go, I'm having these feelings, they suck, and let's talk about them.
Yeah, man. Everybody's like, that's so cool. It's such a weird concept to me, though, to be open about things, because I'm the type of person, I went the other way. In my life, I was brought up differently, and I go extreme the opposite way. So I give everything I can to someone and leave myself with nothing, and then don't ask for help. I don't want anybody to know that I'm struggling.
Hey, this is me, but I found somebody who's the same. We're both givers. And therefore, we struggle to see who gets the most.
Yeah, we keep giving each other, but then we also recognize when each other are struggling, and then we can help each other through it. It's really,
that's so cool. Nice. That's so. I love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's there. It's there. It doesn't mean that we're different people. We're different types of people.
Yeah.
And,
I think we are relationship goals.
You know what this sounds like? It sounds stable, and that's weird to me.
It is weird.
Yeah.
Stability is strange.
I anticipate a lot of issues. 1 second, I'm actually getting a phone call. I'll be right back, guys.
Look at that.
You guys just keep on chit-chatting.
Okay.
I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, well, Onyx is going to go to sleep in a second. They literally just typed out on their phone, I want to go to sleep soon. To show me. I'm like, okay, honey.
It's bedtime.
It is bedtime. What time is it here? It is
nearly midnight.
4:45
Oh my god,
in Dusseldorf.
Almost 5 here.
tomorrow's a day of socializing. Apparently, tomorrow I'm going to meet lots of German people, and it's going to be really white.
Yes.
I'm going to be the blackest person there, probably. Look at me. Might not be, but.
Mark, did you come back to I'm going to be the blackest person there?
I heard that you were going to there's going to be a bunch of German whites. I bet that's a little bit nerve-wracking.
a little bit, yeah. Everyone's going to want to know who the queer brown person is. There we go.
Those people know me, or if they don't, they know of me, and they will want to find out about what I'm doing and who this person is and what we are up to and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting.
Sounds nerve-wracking. That sounds like something I would have made an excuse to get out of the moment I said okay.
Yeah, I've just sort of today kind of spent as much time in the basement in the quiet as possible, so I got enough energy for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm a sociable person, but I have finite social energy, you know.
Yeah.
I'm an outgoing introvert. So I'm outgoing, but then I'll be like, oh my god, this socializing is exhausting. I need to go home and spend 2 days by myself.
I have to charge up. I have to have time alone and be ready for a big amount of people.
See, and I don't understand. I'm such an extrovert. I'm like, let's go.
Oh, no, I have to charge up. I need time to just scratch my nuts and ignore the world. I have to have it, or I'm just disconnected and strange if I don't. I've been that disassociated on streams in the past, where I'm like, I rewatch the stream or try to clip something I thought was good, and I'm like, I am out of it. I am out of it. I should have recharged. Oh snap! 2 times in one stream, Lux is home, guys.
Lux,
how is she? I'm gonna come steal those boots.
Selena, our friend from I believe Wales, is on cam for the first time.
Yep, but I'm in Germany currently, in Düsseldorf.
Currently in Germany.
Go to Germany.
But what, you're going to the market? Mm-hmm. Oh, fancy
Go
market
to the
trip.
market.
I want all the things.
I want all the things.
I'm fat.
He says after he's like, hey, you know what I did? I made a meal plan.
Yeah.
Do you want a drink or do you want a snack of some kind?
Just in Arizona, actually.
Okay.
Make a grilled cheese. Yeah. You want one? Oh yeah.
Okay.
You want one? Yeah. Grilled cheese day, guys.
Ooh.
It's a celebration. It's grilled cheese day.
Ooh.
Grilled cheese for lunch. It's got to be weird because nobody is on the same time as us. But everyone's like, lunchtime? What are you talking about?
It's almost 5 o'clock here.
It's 3, so it's late lunch, but we're entertainment people.
Yeah.
You can tell because Lux she got her stunner shades on, got the earbuds.
Well, I was gonna go.
She handling shit on her phone. You can tell.
Oh, you know what else today is?
But no clue.
Today marks 330 years since the first person was executed at the Salem witch trials, Bridget Bishop.
Oh, wow.
That is interesting. Today is 330 years, Lux. It's the execution of the first witch at the Salem witch trials.
That's right.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I can only want to do a thing in 3 years.
What a witch-centric thing for a day. Sorry. I hate today's date, actually. It's when I married baby mama.
Oh.
So it would have been an anniversary, so I'm kind of glad it's a witch thing.
Well, we'll
celebrate
shift it.
that instead. Oh.
I mean, I don't want to celebrate the first person being executed. But
They're a witch.
yeah, I'm a witch.
Yeah, but times were different.
I guess. I don't think she
It was like,
actually
if
was a
they
witch.
float, they're a witch. If they sink and drown, well, they're not a witch, but they'll be dead.
It's a memorial. We'll call it a day of mourning.
Day of mourning. A mourning of day.
Oh, no. No, that made my day. I feel like time did that for me. I needed that. I needed that. Not that I have anything against witches. Other than,
I would hope not.
Other than the witches that have been after me. It's not you, Arianthe. It's the other witches.
Oh, the other.
And I'm not trying to sound like that guy with like, you're a good one. Like, no, it's not that. No. There's some of them are out there scheming.
Sure. Yeah.
Scheming.
It's true. They
Yeah.
love potions and shit.
Scheming.
Yeah.
And
Like you're
non-consensual
definitely in somebody's freezer. You're definitely in somebody's jar full of nails.
I have had confirmed that at least 3 different witchy ladies have done spoopy stuff to spite me.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what I mean? Like I
That's
got
bad witch. Really.
yeah, these witches be cursing me, and that's fine. But I felt like a coven has been after me in the past, so I'm gonna say it. Happy Salem Witch Trial Day, I guess.
Oh no!
Unhappy Salem Witch Trial Day.
It's a day of mourning.
We celebrate the fact that we don't burn witches now.
I mean, yeah, we could definitely. Most places don't burn witches now.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Just as an autistic person, sometimes I like misunderstand or misread things, and because I was once kind of like invited to this convening of sort of like, I don't know, something about I can't remember, like Black people in the arts or well-being or something like that. It was a convening, but I read it as a covening, and like for ages I thought it was just sort of like this like witchy thing.
So you showed up ready to witch down.
You showed up with a broom, like, what's everybody doing? And why are you looking at me weird?
Oh.
I would have done something like that.
Oh. I'm there dressed like a warlock, like, oh, snap, gang. We thought we were making new friends. That's shit. Look, that's very fair to read coveting. And I won't lie, if I was to see that poster downtown right now, I'd probably check it out. I've been just in search of the nerds. There's no nerds in downtown. I'm in a hip place, so like there's no like I'm kind of a dime a dozen. It feels like down here. There's no.
Oh no.
Like there's nerd shops. There's stuff for us to buy. There's places for us to breathe, but there's nobody like me. There's people I work with that don't like to read science fiction. Read it. They don't even like to read it. Like
that's sad.
Yeah, which is fine because most people are like musically inclined, so like that's cool. But I'm a complex little baby. I'm a whole ass manger full of fucking interests. I can't just be the music guy all the time. Maybe I want to crack wise about Star Trek. Lower Decks is great, by the way. Like if you guys haven't seen Lower Decks, or if you're like Selena and I are like a child of the next generation, the Darmok episode, like the species who speak in like analogies, they speak in references to their own history. There's a character in Lower Decks who is of that species, and he's like, anytime something bad happens, he's like, Shaka, when the walls fell. Like, he just references that. Anytime they reference that episode, I die. Like, I fall out of my chair. Like, it's become a whole, like Lux and I's, like, in trouble code word, like, Shaka. And the other one says, when the walls fell. That's how we know.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of, okay, it's just coming back to me being autistic again, how sometimes, like, so there's this idea that being autistic, you don't understand metaphors and things like that. And like, no, we do. We just, occasionally we get them mixed up and like, maybe use the wrong one or something like that. And this, or like, just start like coming out with sayings at moments where we're like, aha, I know a saying that's appropriate to this moment, but it might not necessarily be the right moment socially. And it kind of reminds me of that. So you're talking about them. It's like, yeah, this just reminds me of like really awkward fellow autistics who were just like, I know a tale about this. Or
let me let me explain this niche interest I have for hours. Let me unintentionally do it. I am bad about it. I've always wondered if I've had a very mean step uncle try to say I was autistic, but I've never been diagnosed.
Have you ever done the AQ test, the AQ50? Do it now. Do it live.
Oh shit, AQ50.
You said AQ, and all I could think of was AQ chicken.
Ooh, are we gonna find out are we gonna find out if I'm on the spectrum? Let's do it.
Let's do it live. No, this is a screening questionnaire. The AQ50, 50 denotes 50 questions, and AQ autism quotient.
Okay.
So it looks at the likelihood that you screen for a screening questionnaire it's the sort of questionnaire that a health professional might give you to then say, okay, we'll look further into this.
Oh, okay, hold on. I've actually got to go cook grilled cheeses first. Let's do this for the next one.
Yeah. Go cook some grilled cheese, yeah.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Oh, I gotta make Lux some lunch. Yes. No, hold on. This is gonna be the whole title of the next hangout, guys.
All right.
Monday. I want to say Monday. Shoot for Monday.
Upset that I missed Jason Alexander.
Say what?
I said I'm upset that I missed Jason Alexander.
A whole different Jason Alexander too.
Dang it.
Not from Seinfeld.
No, Crazy Britney X.
Crazy
right?
Britney X, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm so upset that I missed that.
Not breaking. He was in a house or something.
Yeah. He broke into a house. He tried to crash the wedding. He was a whole problem.
break in, but he walked by so many people.
Yeah, it's hardly called a break in. He didn't break in, enter. He
just walked in.
He just walked in, and the security. There was a big open event going on too, so I'm sure he was like, "I'm not that Jason Alexander. Let me in." And they're like, "Okay."
I'm not that Jason Alexander.
They're like, "I'm the one that married her for 2 days or whatever." Like,
it's like 55 hours. That poor girl can't catch a break.
She can. He has the most like easy mart accent like possible.
He probably thought he was a waiter or something.
So I'm Jason Alexander. I'm here to talk to Brittany. Where you at, Brittany? Like it was cringe as hell.
It was gross. That's my first wife, my only wife.
Only
I'm gonna go watch on
Go
Top Planet and see what they say about it.
Yes.
Oh yes. Okay, so
pretty rough.
we have a plan for the next one. I'm bouncing out of the Discord. Selena,
Hey,
I'll have
let's
to get your ads. Send me your anything you want plugged in the credits of this stream on Discord so I can add it to the next episode.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
of course. Oh, we're all about plugging stuff.
I'm a bit embarrassed. Like not embarrassed, but like what we do some amazing shit here in Cardiff.
Oh,
We run an all autistic owned and run organization.
Oh.
Because we're like,
LinkedIn.
you know what? Other organizations, they're just not doing it right. We need to figure something else out.
My
And we
oldest
do
is
some
on the
really
spectrum.
wicked shit. And I'd love to chat to you about it.
Yes,
talk to
yes. We can do a whole collab. Let's do it.
All right, I'll send you some links so you can have a little look at like what we do. We can talk about the AQ50 and stuff as well, and we can do you a live screening questionnaire.
Heck yes,
That'd be
yes. I'm so excited for the. We're gonna find out, guys. I'm undiagnosed something for sure. I've had everything else on my body checked out except really this element of my mind. I've always been a little scared to go here, so I'm fucking pumped.
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and take a bet. I have 2 children that are on the spectrum, and so I'm gonna go ahead and take a bet. And I'm gonna keep it to myself.
You guys! You guys
I'm
can.
vibes from you already, just the way you talk. I like. What do I call you?
DM Arianthe your guys' bets.
Arianthe. I'm getting some neurodivergence vibes from you already, just the way you talk.
I'm
man.
ADHD on the spectrum.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We just vibe. You can just tell. It's the jam.
Yeah.
I am pumped.
Anyway,
I am pumped.
I'm going to finish it. I'm going to brush my teeth and I'm going to go to bed because it's like
good night.
1:30. It's like 1 a.m. or something.
Oh snap! Damn.
Midnight. Wait, is it midnight? No, it's midnight. It's just 1. Yeah, it's midnight.
Good.
Okay,
Hey.
all right. Good night, folks. Great. Okay, thank you so much.
Hey, it's great to finally see you. Hey, cheers. And happy midnight in Germany. Damn.
Yeah.
Happy midnight.
That's
Or
crazy.
in Wales, we say Yeki Da.
Oh, well,
Stealing it.
yes. Yekida.
Yekida.
I'm going to steal that, yeah. Oh, using it. Adding it. All right. Arianthe, Erica, I'll talk to you guys later.
Good night, folks.
Bye.
Later, guys. Everybody out there in digital world, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And be sure to tune into the next Hangout where I take the AQ50. So this is going to be exciting. Later.